can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome, one and all, to this NFC showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. There is actually a lot riding on this game. I think a lot more than some of you guys might realize. There is quite a bit going on right here. Let's see. Where is that coming from, says Mr. Sifex. That is, yes, welcome to the intro. Welcome to the intro. Okay, shout out to you guys, Mr. Real Bishop. What's going on? Courtney, John Pierce. I see Pixel in the house. Michael, what's going on? I see Michael, Tuna to Fish, Mr. Robert Zamora, Mr. James Osborne. I hope you got my email, sir. Your prize from last week has shipped. By the way, guys, it's Monday night, and you know what that means. We will be revealing a winner today, whether we have someone who got them all correct or we're raffling off a prize. We will find out at the end of today's live stream, and if there is no grand prize winner, we will be raffling off a prize to someone who participated in the Week 12 Pick'ems. This is the last game of Week 12, and again, there is a lot riding on this one. Let's talk about it. Okay. So at first I was like, this game is going to be weak. No one wants to watch this game. But this game has so much riding on it right now. Let's take a look at the playoff picture here. Just a quick glance here at the playoff picture. First thing you'll notice is that the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams are at the top of these two tables right now. The Denver Broncos in second in the AFC. Colts in third. Ravens have finally bumped off those Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, if the season were to end right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the outside looking in after last week's loss to the Chicago Bears. Chargers in fifth, Jaguars in sixth, and Bills in seven. We'll go down to the bubble teams in just a second. In the NFC, Los Angeles Rams just got the win over the Buccaneers. They absolutely manhandled the Buccaneers last night. That was a dismantling of that team. Philadelphia Eagles lost to my Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Let's go. 24 unanswered points for the Dallas Cowboys. And the Philadelphia Eagles, no response. No response. Cowboys ended up coming back to win after trailing 21-0 with 21 seconds left to go in the first half. Chicago Bears in third, Buccaneers in fourth. This is not why this game is so important. This game is so important because right now the San Francisco 49ers have a 7-4 record coming into this game. They are third in the NFC West, but if they lose, keep in mind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are sitting at 6-5 right now here as well, guys. Two things I want you to keep in mind before I show you this next graphic. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-5. San Francisco 49ers are 7-4. On the bubble right now, the Carolina Panthers are 6-5, which means if they go to 7-5 with a win today, not only does that bump off the San Francisco 49ers and means they would miss the playoffs, the Carolina Panthers would actually have more wins than the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers would also be knocked out of the playoffs, so the Buccaneers would go down into the bubble area. The Carolina Panthers would literally rise from 8th, 9th place all the way up to 4th with a win today over the San Francisco 49ers. A lot is at stake here. Not only this, right? So Carolina would move up to 4th. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers would get out of the playoffs. The 49ers would then be 7-5. And with a 7-5 record, that means they would have more losses than the Detroit Lions. And so the Lions would actually end up moving up. So if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you are rooting for the Carolina Panthers to win. With a win for the Panthers, both of these teams would end up inside the postseason. It would be a huge win for Carolina right now. That is just straight up facts, guys. That being said, the San Francisco 49ers have no interest in losing this game. San Francisco 49ers would like to be 8-4 and continue on. They don't have a bye week for another 2 weeks, and we'll talk about those here in just a second. But I felt like it was important for me to bring up this picture so that we understand how important this Monday Night Football game really is for these two teams. This has playoff implications. You saw it here first. Okay. Shout outs to everyone in the chat. Mace saying, Panthers, you got this, from a Rams fan. Son of a knick-knack saying, blah. I see Jose in the house. Eden, Malik in the house. What's going on, Eden? Or is it Eden Malik? Ron, Jay, Robert Zamora, Joey Montoya, Mr. Clean, straight up saying no Bosa, no Wagner. What's going on? Eye to eye focused. Hello, eye to eye. Corey, back for some more. What up, Corey? Saying that is crazy. Isn't it, though, bro? Isn't it? Can we Panthers fans realistically win? You are 7-point underdogs coming into this game, Panthers fans. Yes, you heard that right. 7-point underdogs. It's scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. Let's go Niners, says Tom. Looks like Space Explorer saying, I am here. Mr. Cosa Nostra, what's going on, my friend? Mr. Wilson saying, go Panthers. Bishop, Ray, hello. Happy Monday, brother. Happy Monday to you, Bishop. Let's crack open a cold one. Oh, yeah, that's good. That is good sparkling water, unsweetened from H-E-B. Good stuff right there, folks. Good stuff right there. Paul, hello, sir. Paul is in the house. What's going on, Mr. Paul? Mr. Maroon Commando, Mr. Nick Horvath. Hello, sir. Abyss checking in. Chi-Town Joe, long time no see, bro. Welcome in. Big Toe Joe in the house. Preston, rock and roll, man. Looks like Double A is back. Apollo is back. Mario, I need a tie as a Cowboys fan. That's exactly what I was telling Santino today. I said best case scenario for the Dallas Cowboys is that the Panthers tie with the 49ers. They end up 6-5-1, 7-4-1, and the Cowboys can try to slide in at that point. Okay, let's go forward here. We just broke down the playoff picture. Pittsburgh Steelers officially on the outside looking in. Houston Texans and Chiefs also on the outside looking in. The Detroit Lions are on the outside looking in right now, a team that was favored to win this division again here in 2025. Chicago Bears leading this division in the NFC North. Okay, enough about the playoffs. We'll talk about the playoffs in a little bit here. We've got about 20 minutes until we get into the actual, Monday night countdown. About 35 minutes until kickoff, so plenty of time. No rush. Let's roll forward. All right, guys. Starting with the away team, which is what we like to do on this live stream. Carolina Panthers on the road today. They are road underdogs. It's a good spread right now, 7-point spread. And the offense has not been that great. As a matter of fact, this offense has been less than not that great. This offense is bottom 6 in the NFL. 28th in the league out of 32 available teams out here, guys. 18.8 points per game. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, they're constantly morphing, constantly changing. At the start of the season, everyone was talking about, has Bryce Young taken those steps forward from last year? At the end of last year, we saw him pop off against the Atlanta Falcons. And at the start of this season, it was like, where's Bryce Young going here? All of a sudden, Chuba Hubbard steps up. We thought it was going to be Ted Tyrone McMillan. It wasn't. It was Chuba Hubbard. And then he gets injured. And then the Carolina Panthers are like, okay, are we going to go back and rely on our boy Bryce Young once again? Well, it ended up being a little bit of that. But then Rico Dowdle came into the picture. And boy, oh boy, did Rico Dowdle say he lit up the world. And they also lit up my Dallas Cowboys. So that's pretty brutal to admit right there. But the Carolina Panthers, the offense, still don't know what the real formula is going to be for success, for sustained success here. I think a big part of it will also come down to the defense. But offensively, with Bryce Young at the helm, they are averaging 18.8 points per game. Looking at yards per game, yards per play, and third down efficiency, none of those numbers are impressive, ranking 22nd, 26th, and 24th in those categories there. that I just listed. Again, that's yards per game, yards per play, and third down efficiency. The offense of the Carolina Panthers is less than impressive. They are 20th in the NFL when it comes to red zone efficiency, converting over 50% of their red zone drives. But again, bottom of the table here, 20th in the NFL. The defense has had some success, but they've got some issues that they need to clean up as well. Defensively, they are just outside of the top 12. They rank 13th in the NFL in points per game allowed. 22.6 points per game. They are giving up more points than they are scoring. That is a recipe to lose games. We look at yards per game, 15th in the league in yards per game allowed, yards per play allowed, and third down efficiency allowed to opposing offenses. It's nothing to really get hyped up about. I think the Panthers can win this game, if only because the San Francisco 49ers defense is missing some big pieces here. They are missing Batoon. They are missing Luke Gifford. They are missing, obviously, Nick Bosa. They are missing Fred Warner. They are missing Gross Matos. And, there have been some changes on the defensive side there for the San Francisco 49ers. But this should be the Christian McCaffrey show. Excited to see Christian McCaffrey today. Not for the Carolina Panthers, but for the San Francisco 49ers. And those of you who know Christian McCaffrey know that he played for the Carolina Panthers for years and years before going over to the San Francisco 49ers, where he has had an insane amount of success. Actually, he's had an insane amount of success for both of these two teams. But it'll be great to see CMC get at it right now. David Mash, what's going on? Steve, hello. Dark Matter saying stats time. It is. Yinzer, what's going on? Victor, Ugo, hello, sir. Terry saying King Mario, cheers to you. Terry, welcome in. Courtney, hello. Don't believe the hype, says Rev Green. Don't believe the hype. Hit that like button, says Sassy. What's going on? Raven Midnight saying Panthers hopefully will do okay, but they've been kind of up and down. They have been kind of up and down, Raven. That's kind of what I'm getting at right now. Looks like, yeah, it's me. Matt is in the house. Charles Fritz. What's going on, Mr. Fritz? What's going on, B. Joseph? We got Don's Analysis checking in as well, saying, what's up, stuffing lover? No. Need Bosa big time. Dark Matter. 49ers will need Bosa big time. But before we get to the red team, let's stay here with the blue team. We're going to talk about these Carolina Panthers just a little bit. So Bryce Young in 2025, and I'm going to move my little lamp over here right now. I don't like my green screen shadow. Maybe this will help a little bit. It helps a little bit. Let's see that one. Is that better? Right? Better? Okay. Lighting. It's crazy what lighting can do for you. Bryce Young going to be the starting quarterback today. 1,962 passing yards. Guys, did you know that is bottom of the NFL? That is 23rd in the league coming into today's game. He has not even broken 2,000 passing yards as a quarterback. 14 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He ranks 22nd in the league in QBR. Got to stay in focus here. Ranks 22nd in the league in QBR. Then we look to the man on his right here. It will be a running back by committee, although Rico Dowdle likely going to get the lion's share of the carries here at this point. Rico Dowdle, 168 carries, 833 rushing yards. That is good for top 10 in the NFL, and 5 rushing touchdowns. Rico Dowdle on a revenge rampage here, a revenge tour. Now wearing a different blue jersey. It's wearing black and blue for the Carolina Panthers. Chuba Hubbard also back there in the backfield. 91 carries for Chuba Hubbard. Just 1 rushing touchdown. I got lucky. I got rid of him. I was able to trade him. Helped me out big time to get rid of him. And I got a good solid Dak Prescott quarterback plus an extra man out of it. Okay. Carolina Panthers offense. We just talked about how Bryce Young is 20th-ish in the NFL. Rico Dowdle, top 10 in rushing yards right now. Rico Dowdle, a good piece to have for the Carolina Panthers. They've also got some wide receivers out here. Ted Tyroa McMillan. Ted McMillan out of Arizona has 748 receiving yards. That is just outside of the top 12 in wide receivers here in the 2025 campaign. So out of all pass catchers in the league, Ted McMillan ranks 13th in total yards, total receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. Next to him, you'll see Jalen Coker, Xavier Legette out here as the wide receiver 3 on the roster. And then, of course, Jatavian Sanders, Tommy Tremble, Mitch Evans, and James Mitchell as your tight ends today for the Carolina Panthers. Offensive line today, Ikem Ekwonu at left tackle. At left guard, it's going to be Damian Lewis. At center, it will be today no Cade Mays, instead Austin Corbett. And then we'll have right guard, Chandler Zavala. Right tackle, going to be Taylor Moton. That is going to make up the offense. I saw a request to get the 49ers emblem back. I could have sworn it was still out there. Looks like it's not. We'll have to bring those 2 back. Give me just a few moments, guys. Let's actually run through the rest of this right now, and we'll get that fixed. I'll get that added for you guys. Ask and you shall receive. I got you. Okay. Let's take a look at this Panthers defense here. All right, y'all. Starting from the left defensive end, working our way to the back here. Treshawn Wharton on the left defensive end side. Nose tackle, A'Shawn Robinson. A good solid nose tackle. Next to him, you'll see Derek Brown. Weak side linebacker, Nick Scarton. Normally, you would see Christian Rosenboom in this spot as the left inside linebacker. Today, it will be Muema Jongmeta. Muma Jongmeta, that's how he pronounces it. Yes, I know it's spelled Maima, but he pronounces it Muma Jongmeta. I literally wrote it down because I had to do all the research. How do I pronounce that last name? It's not Christian Rosenboom. I'm going to struggle today. No. Okay, Muma Jongmeta, weak side linebacker or left inside linebacker. Your right inside linebacker, normally Trevin Wallace. Today going to be Claudin Shirelis. DJ Wonham, your strong side linebacker. J.C. Horn on one side. You know him, you love him if you're a Carolina Panthers fan. On the other side, you've got Mike Jackson. As your 2 safeties, Trayvon Moehrig and Nick Scott on the defense here for Carolina. All right, y'all, that makes up your offense, your defense, and the stats. We'll break down their schedule here in a bit. We've still got about 30 minutes until halftime, so I don't want to sprint through all of this, but I do want to move forward to the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers season has kind of been difficult with all the change of personnel, with the Brock Purdy thing happening here, right? Brock Purdy and Mac Jones going back and forth for who's going to get the starting job. We've got the addition of Brian Robinson Jr. out here as well. Brandon Ayuk is out. They're talking about parting ways with Brandon Ayuk. Jacob Cowing also on IR. And the 49ers are trying to get healthy here. They are getting healthier and healthier, which is good. But we got to see what Brock Purdy still got in that arm right now. I'm hoping that Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, has not slipped back into irrelevancy, because Mac Jones did a serviceable job for the San Francisco 49ers in his absence. Now, the offense for the San Francisco 49ers, 15th in points per game, 23.7 points per game is what they put up on average. I see yards per game offensively. They are a top 10 team, just outside of the top 12 when it comes to yards per play offensively, putting up 5.5 yards per play. In third down situations, offensively, this team converts third downs at a 45% success rate. That is good for third best in the NFL on critical third downs. And inside of the red zone, this team just outside of the top 10, 62, almost 63%, 62.5% their success rate inside the red zone offensively. 49ers. I think the 49ers will be all right. Roy Williams, thanks for checking in. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, says David. Apollo saying, appreciate you here, Apollo. Born players, ? We accept Americans in the CFL. Facts. Is Ayuk healthy enough to play? Just in a bad standing with the team? That's a good question, Don's analysis. He is listed as out. He is no longer on the IR spot right there. What is going on, Mr. Mario Moreno? What's going on, Mr. Mario Dixon? What's going on, my Mario brothers? Appreciate you guys. Steve has checked in. Dark Matter is in here. Sue Mullins saying, let's get this Purdy started. I like it. Let's get this Purdy started. Okay. So, offense, defense. Defensively, the San Francisco 49ers, they are allowing 22.9 points per game. So the offense and the defense, both 15th in points per game. Offense points per game scored, defense points per game allowed. There is a slight difference in the numbers, but that's because they rank these a little bit differently. What's going on, the Salt on C? What's going on, Yinzer? What's going on, Robert Zamora? Thank you, Mrs. Courtney. Thank you, Courtney, for clearing that out. Is McCaffrey going to get 100 yards today? Asked James Osborne. I think that's a fair, 100 all-purpose yards. I could see that from CMC today. I'm sure hoping for it, considering I've got him in my Dynasty League. Okay, the defense. Taking a look here at the defensive numbers, they are 25th, and 22nd in yards per game allowed, yards per play allowed, and third down efficiency on the defensive side, allowing a success rate at 40% to opposing offenses. Inside the red zone, this team gives up a success rate of 59%, which might sound terrible, but that's right in the middle, 16th in the NFL. Yo, I'm back, says Mr. Maurice. What's going on, Mr. Maurice? Let's see. Looks like Mooney Man has checked in. What's going on? Jay Sleepy Eyes. Sleepy Eyes. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Sleepy Eyes. Okay. Can you please hook up the members with that Niners icon for tonight? Yes. Let's go ahead and do that right now before this game gets too deep. And then I get super distracted. We're creeping up on 1,000 active viewers. What's going on to the 1,000 of you guys who are brave enough to give this channel a shot? I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I don't know why you guys are checking into me, man. Whew, that's crazy pants. I am going to set this up for y'all, though. Give me 1 second, Courtney, and let's go ahead and do that. I'll do this right now. We'll go to our membership page. We're going to add a new emoji here. We're going to add 2 new emojis. For those of you who are checking in, let's get rid of, we're not covering the Golden State Warriors, so we can change that. Replace the Warriors image. We'll replace that with the San Francisco 49ers. And then we'll change the Texans one. We won't be covering the Texans this week. Texans. We'll change this one to the Carolina Panthers logo. Panthers logo a little on the dark side, but it's there. Something dark side. Okay, guys, if you want your emojis and you are a channel member, go ahead and refresh your pages. You should have access. Sorry, Lance Bowers, I just got rid of your Houston Texans, bro. I just got rid of those, Lance. I hope that's okay. We're not covering the Texans tonight. So if you want, you can refresh the page. Yes, another Family Guy reference. Joey Montoya, that is correct, sir. How about them Cowboys, Anthony? Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go to Santa Clara. All right, Michael Collins. Forever young. Cowboys did great. Waiting to see our first Carolina Panthers fans. Waiting to see our first logos pop up for the Carolina Panthers. Thank you, James Joseph. Cheers to you. There we go. Courtney popped up first here with the San Francisco 49ers logos. That's right, guys. You see this right behind Courtney's name? There's a little emblem next to it or behind your name. You get custom emojis that I lay out for you. Looks like James Osborne is gifting out a few emojis, or gifting out a few of those right now. Looks like Steve also dropped the San Francisco 49ers emoji. Let's go, Mr. John Murphy. I know some people think I'm crazy, bro. He says, wow, the only channel where a host wears a tie. At least for now, John Murphy. At least for now. Robert Zamora, there we go. We've got the Panthers logos. Panthers logos a little on the dark side, like I mentioned, but they are there. That's just my layout because I use dark mode for my YouTube studio. But if you've got the light mode, it should look just fine for you. Okay, let's roll forward here. We talked about the offense. We talked about the defense. We talked about the statistics at least. Why don't we talk about the personnel that they're going to be bringing out, rolling out for today's contest? Thank you. There you go, Mooney man. I see you, bro. Rams and Cowboys. Ya tu sabe, mi amigo. Ya tu sabe, bro. Ya tu sabe, bro. Okay. 49ers offense. Brock Purdy this season has not played every single game, guys. In 2025, Brock Purdy has played just 3 games. Now, in those 3 games, Brock Purdy has attempted 99 pass attempts. 99 pass attempts, 786 yards in 3 games. He does have 7 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions in those 3 games. We'll see if Brock Purdy throws a pick today. J.C. Horn is out there. That's a man you're going to want to be careful of. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield behind him. CMC has been having himself a pretty decent year. He is 3rd in the NFL in carries. I think that's by design here. 193 carries this season, 707 rushing yards. That is actually less than Rico Dowdle with more carries. Rico Dowdle has been crazy good. We'll see if Christian McCaffrey can keep up. But it's not just Christian McCaffrey's rushing ability. He's also an amazing pass catcher, and that adds huge depth and gives Brock Purdy an outlet here when you've got number 23 standing next to you. So CMC in the backfield today, 6 rushing touchdowns for him. But as I said, guys, he's also got a couple of receiving touchdowns this season, 5 receiving touchdowns, 11 all-purpose touchdowns for CMC, plus an additional plus an additional 732 receiving yards for Christian McCaffrey. You can add that up, 732 plus 707, that's 1,439 all-purpose yards and 11 all-purpose touchdowns. 1,400 all-purpose yards and 11 touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey in the 2025 campaign. Top pass catchers today for the San Francisco 49ers. You could argue that it's Jauan Jennings. You could argue that it's Ricky Pearsall. But I think the safest bet is George Kittle, my Skittle. George Kittle, the tight end, likely going to get targeted a lot in today's contest. George Kittle, so far this season, out of all active pass catchers, has 5 receiving touchdowns, tied for 15th in the NFL. 27 receptions, a little under what we normally expect to see from him, especially this late in the season. We're already at Week 12, the end of Week 12. But, hey, it is what it is. The one receiver I did not mention was Demarcus Robinson. So the 3 wide receivers scheduled or slated to start, Jauan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and Robinson. However, Sky Moore is going to be available. Kendrick Bourne is going to be available. And that's actually it for the wide receivers. Brandon Ayuk, Jacob Cowing, Trent Taylor, and Jordan Watkins all ruled out or on IR heading into tonight's game. The fullback, Kyle Juszczyk, is there as well. Kyle Juszczyk, I really like what they've done, what the San Francisco 49ers have done, what Shanahan has done with Kyle Juszczyk as the fullback here. He blocks, he carries, he receives. He's a solid piece. But let's talk about the guys up front. Left tackle, Trent Williams. Left guard, Ben Barch. At center, Jake Brendel. At right guard, going to be Dominic Puni. And at right tackle, Colton Mikovits. This makes up your San Francisco 49ers offense. On the defense for the San Francisco 49ers, we got to talk about a few names here. Bryce Huff has been an absolute machine for the San Francisco 49ers defense. Kalia Davis, left defensive tackle. Alfred Collins, right defensive tackle. And Sam O is what he prefers to be called. And I know it's spelled Okua Yinonu, but he pronounces it Okwanu. Yes, I know. The spelling is there, but like I mentioned before, here's another one. I wrote it down. I split it up. I found it out. It is Sam Okwanu. You can just call him Sam O. He's cool with it. I'm cool with it. For today, we will call him Sam O. Linebackers, weak side to strong side. On the weak side, D. Winters. At middle linebacker today, it's going to be Curtis Robinson. And at strong side linebacker, it will be Luke Gifford. Guys, there is no room for errors or injuries today. Tatum Batoon is out, Fred Warner is out, and they literally only have remaining a man named Nick Martin and another guy named Jalen Graham. That is all the linebackers left here for the San Francisco 49ers. So the 49ers defense, if they get gassed, they might find themselves in trouble. Corners, protecting the edges out there. Diamador Lenore on the right side. On the left side over here, Renardo Green. Malik Mustafa as your strong safety, and your free safety going to be Jair Brown. Sounds Irish, says Brent MF. What's going on? I see you tomorrow saying, what's going on, Mario, Robert, and Courtney? What up, TH? TH is in the house. Angela checking in. Looks like CPAP Sit saying Panthers will win. Jeremiah, hello. Nada for Jennings tonight. I'm playing arch rival in our league's 36th year. Give us a shout out. Let's go, dude. I thought I was in my league for too long. I've been in my league for 12, going on 13 years now. You just put me to shame, bro. 36 years in the same league. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Hey, look, John B. the Genie just checked into the chat. Oh, and there he goes, disappearing out of nowhere. John B. the Genie, bye-bye. All right. Extra points if you know where John B. the Genie's from. Okay, let's move on to the head-to-head comparison. Now, take this with a grain of salt, guys. Brock Purdy, again, has only played 3 games this season. Only 3 games this season for Brock Purdy. Meanwhile, 10 games played this year for Bryce Young. So, take a look at these numbers. Just basically triple the numbers for Brock Purdy. Triple the numbers for Brock Purdy, and that's, I guess, the best way we could compare the two. And if we go about it that way, guys, Brock Purdy would have the inside track in almost every category. If we triple Purdy's numbers, he'd be at about 2,500 passing yards, maybe 2,600. If we tripled Brock, and that, by the way, is only 9 games. That would only equal 9 games, not even 10 games. So you could triple these right now. And I think Brock Purdy would be the better of the 2 quarterbacks, although he would have more interceptions thrown. He would have less sacks taken. He would have way more passing yards and way more total touchdowns if he kept up the pace that he had over the first 3 games of the season. Let's see. What's a Bryce Young? What is a Bryce Young? This is a Bryce Young. This is a Bryce Young. This is a Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And the numbers here suggest that Purdy, even though it's a smaller sample size, I don't get it, but it's everywhere. What are we talking about? Someone say 6'7" or something like that? Now you got me thinking of John B, says Courtney. Let's see. ESPN not putting the game on TV. I thought it was because I got it on ESPN right now. I don't know where else it would go. Game scheduled to start. Let's see. 294-plus passer rating is nuts. Okay, excluding this right now. Excuse me, let's get that off the screen right there. Excluding the completion percentage and passer rating. Don't triple these 2 numbers. Thank you, Brad Lockhart. Look, man. I like it, Brad. Brad Lockhart saying 294 passer rating is nuts. I had a coach once say this to me. I was going to say, yeah, good job, Brad Lockhart. What a smart ass, right? Whenever he said to me, I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass. And my apologies for the a little adult language right there. At least I didn't say, the whole part. If you say the ass, it's just the donkey. But if you add that to the end, then we change things. A line from Bruce Almighty. Okay. Taking a blinker for Mario. Blinker right there. It's strictly on ESPN tonight, says Jim, and that's what I thought. It's not on ABC or CBS is what he means. ESPN blacked it out for themselves. It's not even on Peacock. It's only on ESPN, says Jemin. Thank you. LOL, all good, my guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for checking in, bro. Let's go. Okay. Moving forward. taking a look at the defensive comparison head-to-head right now. Obviously, two players featured here who are not even in this game in this photo right now. Fred Warner and Nick Bosa not available for today's game. The Carolina Panthers. The defense, when we get into the numbers like this, have actually been better than the 49ers defense. 49ers defense is dealing with a lot of injuries, and because of it, they are 25th in yards allowed per game. Panthers 15 in yards allowed per game. We look at rushing yards allowed per game. It's very close, just 10 yards of a difference between the Panthers and the 49ers. A little more separation here between the passing yards allowed per game, 212, 249. Turnovers forced, very similar right here. And when we look at the sack number right there, 4 additional sacks over 10 games, 11 games this season for Carolina. San Francisco 49ers literally dead last in the NFL. Dead last in the NFL at getting to the quarterback. This could be a good game for Bryce Young. And Santino originally took the San Francisco 49ers. I took the 49ers to win this game, by the way. He jumped off last minute. So Santino has gone with the Panthers. I've gone with the 49ers. Here's fingers crossed that I get that right, but as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I should be rooting for the Carolina Panthers to win. Running back comparison. You've got Christian McCaffrey, who once upon a time played for this team on my right side, your left side. Mekahini ho. Let's go. Mekahini ho. Rock and roll, bro. Okay. Hey, your photo's a coughing. Coughing. I'm a pokey nerd, man. Something that you guys may or may not know about me. I am a pokey nerd. Mario, heads up, Thanksgiving games. NFL, says the Malad Gilly. Yes, Malad Gilly. Yes, Malad Gilly, we will. I will be covering that here in a moment as well. Okay. Panthers, rushing stats, guys. Panthers rushing stats right now. 9th in the NFL when it comes to rushing yards per game. Meanwhile, Christian McCaffrey, as good as he is on the ground, has not been very effective. This whole 49ers team as a whole has not been very effective. 27th in the league. Rushing attempts per game, the Panthers running the football more frequently, more consistently. We're talking about yards per rushing attempt. Dead last again, the San Francisco 49ers. There it is right there. Tell him Large Marge sent ya. What's going on? Okay, son of a knick-knack saying, Mwahaha, son of a knick-knack. Appreciate you. Looks like Yud saying, dude, I just subscribed. Nice stream, and Pokemon knowledge is on point. Bro, you don't want my smoke. Pokemon Stadium 2, man. You don't want the Poke Smoke out here. And that was no pun intended for coughing. That's not me throwing out a smog attack. Totally different, but I appreciate you leaving that comment out there. Looks like a new subscriber in the chat right here. Is that Yud? I can't pronounce the name. I apologize for that, but thanks for checking in, bro. James saying that Christian McCaffrey's going to pop off tonight. Take a look at the numbers. Stadium 2 is where it's at, bro. Stadium 2 is where it's at. Stadium 2 is where it's at. You can pick up a Star U, and he's got Thunder Shock, which is insane. Or Thunder, which is insane. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you aren't here for Pokemon. You're here for football. Let's get locked in with football. Yards per game. The San Francisco 49ers through the air, even with a depleted wide receiver core, they've been throwing the football a lot. Mac Jones, like I said, was a pretty serviceable quarterback. And if Bryce Young comes back and plays terribly today, they will probably bring back Mac Jones. Bryce, I got to see what's going to happen here today with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has a lot of question marks around him. Curious to see where they go in this direction. Yards per game, 254 through the air, 187 through the air. Targets per game, 49ers throwing the football more frequently. Receptions per game because of that. Also, great accuracy here. 7th in passes per game, but 3rd in receptions per game. Average receiving yards or average yards per reception, big advantage here for the 49ers. And through the air, the Panthers could easily be getting carved up today. We'll see how the defense holds up. Got about 5 minutes until kickoff here, folks. And running through these slides, let's talk about the games that will be happening next week. Go Panthers. Goonies never die, says Hollywood Kid. What up, Hollywood Kid? Cheers to you. Welcome in, my friend. Jack. I see Jack Dandridge. I see K. Sewell in the house saying, no way Carolina wins tonight. What are y'all smoking, says K. Sewell. Well, it's a 64-36 split right now. Sue Mullen saying, I love it when they air it out. Travis Morgan saying, Texas versus Texas. Trash Aggies, bro. What's going on, Travis? Welcome in, sir. All right, Big Dog. What up, Big Dog? Let's go, Big Dog. Welcome in. We've got a crowd. Cheers to you from the Chili Factory. Let's rock. Bro, I love it. You should have said let's chill, though, because that totally fits right there. But I like let's rock. I want to rock. Hey. I want to rock. Hey. All right, Mr. George Berg saying bang, bang, Niner gang. The Chili Factory. That's it, man. That's it. All right. So, Thanksgiving schedule is right around the corner, guys. This is Monday Night Football. This is the final game of Week 12, which means Week 13 starts in 3 days. Already, guys, Week 13, which means we're going to start showing the next 5. We'll get down to Week 18, and then they're going to start disappearing. But 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, those are the weeks left before the postseason here. Thursday Night Football. This is actually Thursday day football. I put the Thursday games at the top here. I will be covering 6 games in Week 13. Yes, 6 games in Week 13. Thursday, during the day, I will be live on Thanksgiving at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. However, I will not be live for the Cowboys game, even though I am a Cowboys fan. I'm going to go hang out and be with my family, so I won't be covering that game. No game after Thursday day on Football Nation, but so you know, Chiefs at Cowboys, Bengals at Ravens, this will be your Thanksgiving slate. Again, NFC North, NFC East versus AFC West, and then AFC North game happening to wrap it up on Thursday. Friday, yes, this says Friday, November 28th. That is Black Friday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 3 p.m. If you're on the West Coast, that'll be at noon. Black Friday, I will be live for that game. Then we move on to Sunday, and I will be covering 3 games on Sunday. I'll do the Texans and the Colts. I'll do the Bills and the Steelers, and I will also do Sunday night Broncos at Commanders. Monday Night Football 1 week from today will end with New England Patriots hosting the New York Giants. Okay. All right, those are the games coming up. A couple of good games here that I would like to cover as well, but not going to get a chance to cover. Actually, most of these games are pretty mid right here. I think we've got the best games selected, so we'll be rolling with those. Welcome to First Down out here, Mr. Baxter Dundas. Baxter, salud, my friends. Cheers. Cheers. Ravens saying, is it the Ravens? Thursday Night Football will be the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Titans are so dumb for getting rid of Vrabel. Man, Genjiro, you are 100% right about that. All right, guys, looks like we are lining up for kickoff right now. This game going to get started here. Panthers lining up to send this away. There is the opening kick. Let's start this thing. It takes a bounce in the landing zone, brought out to the 20, the 25, down at about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 coming up now. The San Francisco 49ers will start with possession here. 49ers going to start with the football. Let me bring up all of the drive charts and get everything situated. Please stand by. Please stand by while I make a few minor adjustments. Going to open up my new tab. We'll refresh this page. We'll get our stat board up. 1st and 10 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy looks like he's under center in motion on the field here. Motion on the field from, looks like George Kittle. Waiting, another move from Kittle, a snap and a handoff. This time Christian McCaffrey on 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Gets the carry, left-hand side, will pick up 3 yards to the San Francisco 31-yard line. It brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. Let's refresh this, bring up our live. Refresh that, bring up our live. This should be our drive charts down here. All the stats on the right-hand side. Please no spamming in the chat, folks. Don't want to have to put you in timeout. Don't want to have to put you in timeout. Thank you, moderators, for making sure that the chat is clean. Let's get this play started. 2nd down and 7. Motion on the field. The snap and the drop back looking around. Brock Purdy will sidearm to Christian McCaffrey, who gets blown up for a loss of yardage there. Down goes McCaffrey. It's a loss of 3. It brings up a 3rd down and 10. It brings up a 3rd down and 10. Looks like 13:56 is on the clock. It is ticking once again. The football back to the San Francisco 28. Right back to where they started. This could be a quick 3-and-out for San Francisco, and the Panthers doing a good job here defensively. Trayvon Moehrig was there on the tackle. Here we go, lined up on the right hash. Motion from Ricky Pearsall as he lines up in the slot. There's the drop back on 3rd down and 10. Christian McCaffrey makes the play. He gets past the line to gain. That's a 1st down, San Francisco. A diving play on the sideline there. A gain of 11 for Christian McCaffrey on 3rd down and 10, and it's a 1st down for the 49ers. 49ers pick up a 1st down after that play. 1st down, 49ers. As a Cowboys fan, I tell you what, man. We are hoping that the 49ers lose this game. Will they lose this game? I don't know. But the football has been advanced to the 39-yard line. San Francisco at the 39. Christian McCaffrey again will get the carry. Here's a run play forward. Looks like a 49ers player will lose their helmet. McCaffrey will pick up 3 yards once again. It's a 2nd down and 7. 2:45 left to go. Don't know why this is not updating. Should have some stats here. Updating. Nothing has updated yet. I wonder what kind of issues we're going to see today out of CBS. Anyways, I will bring you guys the best of my ability to call these plays for you, and we'll bring up the stats as soon as those are available for us. Here we go. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Kyle Juszczyk was on the move. Brock Purdy going to wind up and throw to Christian McCaffrey again. Another target, another reception. McCaffrey good for 5. Call it 4 on this one. 3rd down and 3. Football out to the San Francisco 46. 49ers approaching midfield right now. 49ers approaching midfield right now. Still no stats being reported here. I wonder if I take a look over here. Yeah, no stats on this side either. Okay, CBS just a little behind. Waiting for the snap from the 46-yard line. Purdy takes it. A 4-man rush comes in. Finally, a throw to the left-hand side, and it's someone not wearing the number 23 jersey. It is Ricky Pearsall on the grab, and this time Ricky picks up 6 yards for a 1st down. San Francisco. 1st down for the 49ers. Ricky Pearsall with the catch just across the 50. This moves the football to the Carolina 48. 49ers 1st down, and they are in Carolina Panthers territory. So in Panthers territory, Ricky Pearsall, 31st overall pick in the 2024 draft. He missed the first 6 weeks of the 2024 season. He's being featured in today's game. A little fake handoff to Brian Robinson Jr. He'll toss it in that direction. That pass incomplete, stops the clock with 10:57. That 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass. 2nd down, football at the 48. Carolina Panthers now backed up to their own half of midfield. The Panthers defense looking to stop the San Francisco 49ers. And it's really going to come down to how well this defense can play inside of their backfield, inside of the 49ers backfield. Without Christian Rosenboom, who has the most tackles on this team, it could be a problem for them today. Here's the snap out of the pistol. It's a handoff to Brian Robinson. He goes exactly where you would expect Christian Rosenboom to be, up the middle into the middle linebacker spot. He will do a lot of damage here. 2nd down and 10. He picks up 7. It brings up 3rd down and 3, and he moves the football to the Carolina 41. 3rd down now coming up, and I don't like that I still don't have my stats out here. It's okay. We'll get them back. We'll get them. Here's the snap on 3rd down and 3. Going to the right-hand side, it looks like Christian McCaffrey will pick up about 5 yards, call it a gain of 6. Moves the football from the Carolina 41 to the Carolina 35, and that's good for San Francisco 49ers. First down. First down for San Francisco. About 10 minutes here left to go. I'll start my clock. I'm a little late here. We'll keep that ticking now. 10 minutes from the 35-yard line. At least they've updated some stats. There we go. We do have updated stats. Over on the right-hand side of your phone screen, your tablet, your TV, whatever you're watching this game on. Motion from Kyle Juszczyk to the bottom of the screen. Purdy will drop back, a 4-man rush, getting a lot of pressure in McCaffrey. Not McCaffrey. Catch made on the left-hand side, and it looks like Farrell will get the carry there. Farrell makes the catch. Mr. Luke Farrell, the tight end, gets 3 yards on the play, 89 with the grab. Luke Farrell with the catch. That's his first catch of the day. Carries it for, we'll call that a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 at the Carolina 32. Approaching the 30-yard line right now. The San Francisco 49ers on this drive have been cool, calm, and collected. 10 plays already for 40 yards. Motion on the field. Motion on the field right now. It is Juwan Jennings to the bottom. He's there to block. Christian McCaffrey gets the carry. McCaffrey will pick up the first down. Looks like a 9-yard run for CMC. Another first down, San Francisco. 2nd down and 7, a 9-yard pickup there for the 49ers. Fresh new set of downs. All right, folks, this game just getting started here. I say that, but we are already approaching the midway point of this first quarter. Not relinquishing possession, continuing to push forward. The football is now at the Carolina 24, 49ers on the march. From the 24-yard line, here's the snap and a throw, backwards throw to Christian McCaffrey. He goes forward, gets a block, will pick up another 7. 2nd down. 2nd down and 2, call it a gain of 8. Solid run. Catch out of the backfield. It was a backwards pass right there, so that will go down as a run for Christian McCaffrey. No reception on it because it was a backwards pass. This does put us inside the red zone. That moved the football from the 24, an 8-yard gain. Puts them on the Carolina 16-yard line. Inside the red zone for the first time today. Gonna put his hands on his helmet. A man who was late to get off field diving to the sideline there. Here's a handoff to Brian Robinson Jr. And the man who came over from Washington will pick up 4 yards. This will be good for a first down. Carolina Panthers, first down, San Francisco 49ers. 49ers at the Carolina 12. After this one, they're just highlighting the man diving out on the sideline to make sure they didn't get a cheap flag right there. Good catch made by Brian Robinson Jr. Good carry by Brian Robinson Jr. 1st and 10. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter of this drive. Carolina has not had a chance to possess the football. Purdy takes the snap. He'll hand it off to number 23, and CMC is met at the line of scrimmage. No gain for him. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. The clock will continue ticking. 2nd down and 10 at the Carolina 12. San Francisco 49ers knocking on the door right here. This drive could very well end with just 3 points, however. Matt Gay is the kicker here with Eddie Pinedo out for today's contest. So we'll see how the 49ers use the leg today. Break. They break the huddle here. Lining up on 2nd down and 10 inside the red zone. San Francisco takes the snap. Dropping back, Purdy will fire. Catch is made at the 5. Breaks the tackles. And Juwan Jennings gets the touchdown. Touchdown 49ers. Oh boy, that was some weak tackling there. And that is good for San Francisco. Bad tackling there by the Carolina Panthers. I don't know what that was. 2 guys had wrapped up Juwan Jennings, and he just ripped right through them and trotted into the end zone. Easy catch, made it about the 5-yard line. Contact at the 5-yard line. Jennings breaks through the contact and finds the paint job. There's the catch. Yeah, he literally breaks 2 tackles at once. Nobody brought him down. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. Well done by number 15. And we've got a game. The game is just now getting started, Joel. That is the opening score, opening drive 7 points on the board for the San Francisco 49ers, and drives don't get much better than that. They did take a lot of time off the clock, guys. Take a look down there. 15 plays, 72 yards, 8 minutes and 43 seconds milked off the clock during that drive. Okay, not half bad. What's going on, chat? Welcome in. Commercial break is here. Here's a chance for me to get acquainted with you guys. What's going on, y'all? My name is Mario. I will be your host for tonight's live stream. If you guys don't have access to this game for whatever reason, I got you covered, bro. Smash the like button. Stick around with us. I cover a lot of football, not just the Panthers, not just the 49ers. As a matter of fact, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So, if you are enjoying yourselves, just stick around. Give me 10, 15 minutes of your night tonight. Maybe share this stream with another person. Appreciate James Osborne gifting out another Football Nation membership. Mr. John Murphy with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy Abel. Yoshi saying, what's up, Mario? What's up, Yoshi? Imagine a center's Alsot Rathman Moose type fullback with CMC. Winky, what's up, man? 64K subscribers. That's right, Arian Robbie. That's it, Mr. Mario Brothers. What's going on, Brad? Hello, Brad. I see you out there. Touchdown, says John. Let's go, says Jacob. What happened to Monday Night Football on ABC, says Mary Lou. Good question, Mary Lou. Good question. Good question. Thank you very much, Steve. Cheers to that. Jeff Metterling, hello. Bobby Shook, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just now getting started here in this game, so why don't we break down some schedules here and talk about what this game means for both teams. The Carolina Panthers are basically in a win-and-get-in situation right now. If the Panthers win this game, they will move up to number 4 in the NFC. That will put them at number 1 in the NFC South. I'll show you guys that graphic here, but even if they win today, they've got a tough matchup next week. Carolina Panthers next week in Week 13 will be hosting the Los Angeles Rams, and we saw what Los Angeles did last night to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They could easily do that exact same thing here to the Carolina Panthers. Week 14, a super late bye week, but they will be getting a bye week in Week 14. Then in Week 15, Panthers at Saints. Week 16, Buccaneers at Panthers. These two are divisional matches. Week 17, we still don't know. It's TBD, Seahawks, Panthers. I'll bring that to you guys once we know a little bit more. Looks like the 49ers, after scoring that touchdown, will kick off, and Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers will take the field now. So here comes Bryce Young and company. Bryce Young and company. Okay, let's see where they go here. Let's see where they choose to go. 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Bryce Young going to break that huddle here. Good drive. How about them 49ers, says Shane McCarthy. How about them 49ers? Okay, Bryce Young. He is now standing under center. We had a touchback here. Let's move the possession needle and reset here. 1st and 10 for Carolina at the 35-yard line. Here's the snap and a little handoff. This time it'll be a carry for Rico Dowdle, who goes right up the middle, and Dowdle will pick up 4 yards. This causes a 2nd down and 6. Clock starts ticking. 2nd down and 6. Rico Dowdle with the carry. They are introducing the offensive line as we did earlier in this game. Breaking down the offense while they are currently in the huddle here. Tommy Tremble in on the play. Break! Breaks the huddle. Rico Dowdle standing to the left now. And Tremble goes to the bottom. Tremble on the move to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap from the 39-yard line. Bryce Young is in trouble. Bryce Young going to wind up and throw. Is the catch made? It looks like it is. There's a flag on the play. Hold the phone. Flag on the play here. Looks like it was caught by Tommy Tremble. We'll watch this one more time. They're going to call this a hold against the offense, number 79. Offensive holding here. Ekwonu going to get the penalty. The San Francisco 49ers forcing a penalty here. It was 2nd down and 6. That's rough, guys. So the Panthers get charged for a holding call right there. This will back them up. We'll start the clock one more time. 2nd down and 16. Panthers get backed up to their own 29-yard line. trailing by 7. Football on the 29. Carolina Panthers in a shotgun formation. Motion. Young takes the snap. He looks right. He throws right. Rico Dowdle makes the catch out of the backfield. He fights his way forward for just a 2-yard pickup. 3rd down and 14. They're going to give him 3 yards to 3rd down and 13. Excuse me. 3rd down and 13. Still not going to do much to move the chains here. Football now at the Carolina 32-yard line. The officials have set this on the right-hand side. Good stop by Stout on that 2nd down play. And they line up with the strong side to the right here. Let's see where they move on this one. Motion on the field. Waiting for the snap here. Bryce Young will kick his leg back. Here comes the snap. Pressure comes in quickly. They hand this off to Chuba, and Chuba will go forward. He will pick up about 11 yards, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 2. So like a 4th down and 2, and I wonder if they're actually going to go for it. They're calling it a 4th down and 3. I don't think so. I think you punt right now. My guess is that they're probably just pretending here at this point, trying to get the hard count, but 4th down and 3 at the Carolina 42. Clock has stopped. No, they're not going to go for this. They've brought out the special teams. 4th down and 3, the punt unit is out from the 42-yard line. Carolina sends this back to San Francisco. Here is the punt away. This one going to take a bounce at the 5-yard line and goes out of bounds near the 8. So it's a 1st and 10 for the San Francisco 49ers after the punt, and the clock will stop. So an empty possession here for Carolina, and the 49ers on track right now. They are projected to win by 7, and they could likely do that today. All right, y'all, let's take a look at the schedule now for San Francisco. Also, let's see if I've got this here. I'm going to bring up at the bottom of the screen your fantasy leaders for this week. Jahmyr Gibbs in full-point PPR formats, guys. That is insanity. 54 points for Jahmyr Gibbs. Jackson Smith and Jigba with 36. Wan'Dale Robinson with 30. Pickens with 29. I'll leave that there for now. We'll talk about Week 13 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers. Next week, guys, the San Francisco 49ers get to play against Myles Garrett. That's going to be a tough game for Brock Purdy. 49ers will end up in a gritty match there against the Cleveland Browns. We'll see how they fare against one of the best defenses in the league. Then in Week 14, 49ers going to get a chance to finally lick their wounds after a tumultuous and dangerous and perilous, I know, I like those fun words out there, 2025 season. In Week 15, we'll be in the middle of December right here, guys. Week 15, this will be the 14th of the month here. We'll see the Titans at San Francisco. They should win that game. Monday Night Football in Week 16, we're going to come back to San Francisco again. Well, to the San Francisco 49ers at Indianapolis Colts. I will be live Week 16 for Monday Night Football, so if you're a Colts fan or a 49ers fan, that gives you another reason to maybe want to subscribe to this channel. And then Week 17, Bears Sunday Night Football, by the way. Week 17, that's Sunday Night Football. We'll do back-to-back 49ers here at the end of the season in Week 16 and 17. Monday night, Sunday Night Football. I'll be covering both of those games as well. Gary King saying down by 8. I have Purdy and McCaffrey. He housed Dowdle. Should be easy. Let's effing go, says Gary King. What up, Mr. King? Darion Rosas checking in saying, let's go 49ers. I see the Mr. Mojo saying Henry had 2 touchdowns. Sure did. Greg Brown saying, thank you for covering the game. I got you, Greg. Let's go, bro. Thanks for checking in, sir. Okay. 27-24 overtime. We all know it's going to come down to overtime if Mario is calling the games today, says Connor. Well, let's see. Let's see how this goes, Connor. Let's see how this goes. The San Francisco 49ers have regained possession with 3 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. After the punt, they will start this drive on the 8-yard line. 49ers in their own territory, very close to their own end zone. A single back formation. Kyle Juszczyk on the move. He's now lined up in the I. Here's a snap and a little play action. Purdy will drop back and air this one out. He winds up. It's picked off. It's intercepted. The 20, the 15, and down goes. Looks like it was J.C. Horn who picked it off. Oh, my goodness. Wow, turnover here. J.C. Horn gonna pick this thing off. It's a first down, Carolina. Wow. Brings the football out to the San Francisco 16-yard line. It was a 14-yard return. Huge mistake, says Jeremiah. And the Carolina Panthers defense, J.C. Horn, after getting the biggest paycheck. That man is paid, by the way, in case you did not know. That man is paid. This man has 4 interceptions this season, while the rest of his team has a combined 4 interceptions this season. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. The Panthers back inside the red zone, or in the red zone for the first time tonight. Here's Bryce Young. He will scramble. It's a quarterback keep. He picks up 4 yards. Call it a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 puts them at the 11-yard line. We'll get the red zone music going here as well. 2nd down and 5 for the Carolina Panthers inside the San Francisco 11-yard line right now. Looking for Tet McMillan. Looking for King Tet. Not King Tut, but King Tet. Looking for T-Mac. T-Mac works as well. Okay, trips on the left-hand side. Bryce Young with a single back formation. Motion from Coker, a snap and a handoff. There goes Rico Dowdle. Gets this one out to about the, they're going to call it decent gain, marking it down. 3rd down and 2, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 becomes 3rd down and 2 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds here left to go. McMillan out there. Tremble out there. Okay, 54% inside the red zone, the Carolina Panthers. We talked about this earlier today. They are highlighting this as well. Motion on the field. Looks like Xavier Legette is running around. Here's a snap. It's going to be a drop back on the move. There's the run inside the 5, down at the 2. It's a big 1st down here. 1st down for the Carolina Panthers. Looks like it was a designed quarterback scramble here. Bryce Young gets the 1st down. 1st and goal here for the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers at the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This should be Rico Dowdle territory. This is definitely Rico Dowdle territory. And they've got him lined up in the eye right now. The fullback lining up in front of him. I think they've actually got a tight end lined up in front of him. They will play action again. Bryce Young goes to the right side, and it's going to be intercepted. It's picked off the other way. A touchback here. The 49ers get the football back. A terrible choice in the red zone there. Intercepted by San Francisco. It stops the clock with 1:22. Talk about answering right back there. Evans picked this. It was intended for Evans and intercepted by Brown. Okay, so Jair Brown going to pick that one off, and this time the 49ers will get the football back. It was a touchback. They'll start this drive on the 20-yard line. That pass intended for Mitchell Evans, the tight end, but it was underthrown by Bryce Young, and the 49ers come down with it. Good play defensively there. It was starting to go one way, man. I don't know what happened there. Bad move. Bad move at the end of the day. All right, folks. We are currently in the middle of a commercial break. We just hit 64.5 on the subscriber count, on a mission to try to get to 65 by the end of tonight. If we can get there, awesome. If we can't, no worries. I'm still here with a smile on my face. All right, guys, playoff picture, what this game means today. Let's talk about what this game means today for those of you who missed our pregame. For those of you who missed the pregame, let's bring it up. So, we are in the middle of a commercial break. The Carolina Panthers just committed a turnover here. The San Francisco 49ers just got the football back. But right now, the 49ers are sitting down here at number 7. If the 49ers lose this game, they will be 7-5. Not only would they be 7-5, the Carolina Panthers would then have a 7-5 record, and with a 7-5 record for the Carolina Panthers, who are currently sitting on the bubble here, they are second in the NFC South. You see this right here? a record of 6-5, this is where it gets good. Because if the Panthers win this game, they will be 7-5, and that puts them at 4th place. The Buccaneers would then drop all the way down out of the playoff race. The 49ers, too, would fall out of the playoff race. And with less losses, both the Lions and the Panthers would jump up into the postseason with a win for the Panthers today. If you are a Lions fan, that's what you want. If you're a Cowboys fan, you would like to see these two teams tie. That's probably not going to happen, but hey. Now, a loss for the Carolina Panthers today as a Dallas Cowboys fan would mean that they have more losses than us. They do still have more wins. But next week, if the Cowboys can get a win, the Panthers, you know, it's looking good for Dallas. We can catch up here soon. Anyways, let's get back to the action from the 20-yard line. Christian McCaffrey will get the carry, takes it out to about the 23. That'll be a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7 coming up now. Let's start the clock. As a Patriots fan, here comes, yeah, it's me, with a super right now. Bring up the super chats once again. As a Pats fan, it's always funny to me when teams throw interceptions because they throw it in the goal line when they could just run it in. Honestly, well, yeah, that does tend to happen. I mean, Bryce Young could have easily ran that thing in. He was 2 yards away. Here's the play on 2nd down and 6. A look to the right-hand side. McCaffrey going to jump back, going to pick up the 1st down. He wraps the football up so he doesn't cough it up. Gets out to about the 32-yard line. That's good for a 49ers. 1st down. 1st down for San Francisco. Ave Army saying, Mario, you know you want Carolina to lose, Dallas fan. A little bit, yes, a little bit. But that does extend a little farther here, and it makes it 8-4, which is 3 games behind. If the Dallas Cowboys are just 2 games behind that bottom spot, it does help Dallas. Either way, best case scenario for the Dallas Cowboys is a draw here. And this will be the end of the quarter, guys. So end of the quarter. This will take us to another quick commercial break. What is going on to the chat? The last few commercial breaks, guys, I did step away and I read some stats and not some chats. So this time, let's read some chats. All right, guys, let's find out my favorite question. Actually, let's do a different question. It's Monday. A lot of you guys work today. It's the final day of my work week, probably the first day of yours. You don't have to participate if you do not want to, but I am curious, what do you do for a living? Curious, guys, what do you do for a living? Looking to find out, guys. I was a bartender for a long time before I started doing this. And then after bartending, the pandemic hit. I went back to school, got my degree in computer science. I became a network engineer, and then I became IT sales. And I did that for a few years. But I realized that I did not love doing that and working in a cubicle. I would much rather be watching football with my boys. What's going on? And my girls, what's up? Y'all, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Let's see. Let's read some of these right now. A secret agent, says 49ers fan. 49ers Red Zone secret agent. Okay. I'm an undertaker, says Timothy Shaw. Retired is Brian Fitzgerald. Let's go. A writer, but with right there. CNC mechanist programmer. What's going on, Power Stroke? We've got the Mr. Mojo in the house. Truck driver from Rusty. What's going on, Rusty? I make car parts, says Cody. A chemical engineer for Dan Stanley. Super cool. Retired and watch TV, says Robert Zamora. Love it, Robert. One of these days, hopefully sooner rather than later, I'll be in that same spot, sir. Dwayne saying landscaping. Ethan saying I run my own landscaping company. Look at that, guys. A possibility for a collab there. Debbie saying Panthers, please lose. I'm a Cowboys fan, says Debbie. Debbie. Me too, Debbie. We wore the chain yesterday. 10-hour workday, says Mac Red. Auto Body Airlines. Auto Body / Airlines, says Greg Brown. Cool. Nope, I'm off all week. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Watching from the cabin, says Troy Morgan. Paramedic, thank you for that, Matt. Appreciate what you do, sir. Let's see. Shuda says Richard. What up? Susan saying retired. Cape Suzanne saying retired. Panthers are killing right now. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much. Not going to get a chance to read all of these comments. I hope you guys had a chance to check in. Next time, we'll read a few more. Here's a quick play coming out of the commercial break. That's going to be a catch right there. This is George Kittle on the grab. It was 2nd down and 7 to start the quarter. He'll pick up about 10. That's good for a first down. George Kittle, my skittle. First down, 49ers. Thank you for the super chat. I show speed, says Everett. What's going on, Everett? I Show Speed is out there somewhere, right? He's on YouTube now? I Show Speed is supposed to be on YouTube now? Eddie asking me who I think will win. I took the 49ers for today's game. Here we are at the 44-yard line. Lining up on the left hash, motion from Ricky Pearsall. Here's the snap and the drop back. The 4-man rush comes in. Purdy got to get rid of it. He finds Brian Robinson. Robinson gets out to about the 46-yard line. We'll call that the 47. A 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 coming up now. Clock is hot once again. Football just shy of midfield. Just shy of midfield. Take a look down below, guys. Drive chart down there once again. Looks like our first large super chat of the day, a $50 super chat from FDJC Engine. Let's go, bro. Big dog in the house. Big super chat from FDJC Engine. Motion on the field, 47-yard line. A snap and a handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who gets the contact and second chance effort here. McCaffrey will pick up about 5 yards. It's a 3rd down and 2. They cross midfield on this one. 3rd down, FDJC Engine. Bro, thank you again. I appreciate you, man. Every time these supers come in, I appreciate that so much, man. Dollar Shave Club is missing out, says Unknown. Very soon, very soon. I'm still waiting for them to approve my ad, and then we'll roll forward with it. I got a 3rd down and 2 on my TV screen here from the 48-yard line. Here's a snap and a handoff. McCaffrey gets wrapped up and dropped a little bit shy. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1. Uh-oh, go for it or nah. One of my favorite questions on this channel here. One of my favorite questions on this channel. Do you go for it or no? 4th down and 1 at the 47-yard line. Just past midfield. They are in Panthers territory. 615 saying let's go. 615 says go for it. Joey says go. LaShawn says go. Owl says punt. Robert says go. Imperfect Bob says go. They line up. It's 4th and 1. Here's the quarterback sneak. It's actually a direct snap right here. No, it's a quarterback sneak, and Brock Purdy will pick it up. First down, San Francisco. First down in Carolina territory. First down for the 49ers at the Carolina 44 after a good, strong run here for Brock Purdy. Picks up 3 yards on the sneak. The choice to go for it works after all. Okay. 1st and 10. A pistol formation. Purdy hands up. Everyone else hands up. From the in between the 2 hashes, McCaffrey from the 44-yard line pushes forward, gets to the 41. It's a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 for the red team, and the 49ers are taking so much time on these drives right now. It's a little surreal how much time they're taking off these drives, but that's okay. Mr. Mertens saying, I'm still hurting from the Eagles' loss. I thought a rocket was about to take to the stars, says Mr. Izzy Dizzy. For Rizzy? 2nd down and 2. Shotgun formation. Motion from Kyle Juszczyk. Brock Purdy takes the snap. The blitz coming in. Purdy slips out to the right. Purdy's on the run. He gets the first down and dives at the 31-yard line. First down, San Francisco. They're going to call him down at the 32, but a good, strong run on 2nd down and 7. A gain of 9 for Brock Purdy as he dives head first at the 32-yard line. First down. Mr. Mark Herman, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Doug saying, you guys are crazy. Hey, don't you know that I'm crazy, loco? Hey, man, some people are. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game. Brock Purdy will take the snap against the four-man rush. Purdy has time. He'll wind up and fire. Jawan Jennings breaks a tackle. He will reach forward here as he puts the football in the turf. It's a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Football advances to the Carolina 28. We're approaching the red zone. 49ers moving the football well. 49ers moving the football well. Thank you, Bobby Shook. But if some, yeah, I know, Bobby Shook. The same thing happened yesterday, Bobby. Everyone is crazy in some ways, says Slants Bowers. That's facts, man. That's facts. Shotgun, motion, Pearsall to the top of the screen. Purdy fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. That football is swatted down at the line of scrimmage. Good stop there by Brown of the Carolina Panthers defensive line. Derek Brown swats that thing away. 9:42 left to go. The incomplete pass will stop the clock. Good job defensively by Derek Brown of the Carolina Panthers. This brings up a 3rd down and 6. Looks like Son of a Knick-Knack has become a member. Let's go, Knick-Knack. Patty Whack just gave this dog a bone. I appreciate that. Giggity? Phrasing? Maybe I shouldn't word it like that. Oh, let's roll forward. 3rd down and 6. Camera focusing on George Kittle. Trips to the top of the screen, and a timeout going to be called as the play clock was winding down. That is the first timeout here of the day for either side. The 49ers going to take a few moments to talk about this. This drive so far, guys. Okay, the first drive for the 49ers took 8.5 minutes. This second drive here for the 49ers, 11 plays, 52 yards, 6 minutes and 40 seconds already taken off the clock. Again, we're approaching the midway point of this second quarter, and the 49ers they started with the football in this quarter. They finished the last quarter with the football and started this quarter with the football. We have less than 10 minutes left to go. 49ers approaching the red zone. Good, slow, methodical drives right now for San Francisco. Shanahan's offense is working out well. Get more hydration in me. 3rd down and 6. Christian McCaffrey in the shotgun, steps way out to the left-hand side. Motion from Pearsall from the top to the bottom and then back to the top. Looks like a 4-man rush comes in. Looks like this is going to be a good scramble, a wind-up and a throw to the end zone. It's intercepted again! Oh, my goodness, it's picked off again! It's a touchback, and the Panthers get the football back. That's the 3rd interception of the day. 2 for Carolina, 1 for the 49ers defense. Brock Purdy shoots to the end zone, and it's picked off by Mike Jackson, number 2 of this Carolina Panthers defense. Well done by the corner. So it's a turnover here. 1st and 10 for the Panthers when we get back from this commercial break. Brock Purdy with his 2nd interception of the game, and we're still in the first half. So that drive stalls out here. The man out of Miami with another interception today. That's his 2nd on the season. Okay, another commercial break. I was not expecting that. So, Mike Jackson with a pick right now. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Do I have my emojis, my logos now? I should have my 49ers logo. Or I should have my Panthers fans. Groundhog Day, says Z-Cam. The over is cooked, says Gray. Mac Jones. It's time for Mac Jones. Mac Jones is Purdy's backup. He is Purdy's backup. Michael Castro saying, thinking the Niners were better. I was thinking the Niners were better for sure. Wow, says 24/7 Live Arizona Skies. Welcome back, Arizona Skies. Since Jordan Love is turning 27, will the Packers win it all? I don't think so, Connor. I don't think so, but you never know. Mr. Robert Zamora checking in for the Carolina Panthers. Where are my Panthers fans at? How many Panthers fans do we have? I'm looking for anything blue. Looking for blue emojis, blue hearts, blue circles, blue squares. Let's find out where the Panthers fans are at after that interception. There we go. TM checking in right now. The Mr. Mojo saying, go Cats. Country Kisses saying Panthers for today. Country saying Panthers for today. Okay, Panthers fan in the house with Cap Kai YouTube. What's going on, Cap Kai? Who else is in the house? Ave Army Joe, hello. Mr. Mojo. Panthers gonna win, says Joe Malley. That was a Purdy interception, says Doug Case. Buff Fingers saying Raiders. All right, Robert Zamora, I see you. Here we go. I see some blue in the chat. Mark McKay, MVA Mick, what's going on? Susan Messio, hello. Vitiro, we've got Bridget Palmer. Hello, Bridget Palmer. Welcome to this live stream. Looks like your Carolina Panthers are taking over right now at the 20-yard line. French, hello to the Frenchie. We got a Frenchie dat. Lawrence in the house. Benjamaster 4K. Benjamaster, what's going on, homie? Welcome, Germ Wood. Welcome, Mike. Welcome, I am Jose saying blue. Here we go, lined up on the blue line. That line of scrimmage motion on the field at the top of the screen. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Little play action here. Bryce Young wheels out to the left-hand side. He's going to throw this thing, and the catch will be made by T-Mac McMillan with his first catch of the day. This will bring up a second down. So we'll start the clock. Second down and 6. Carolina Panthers get out to the 24-yard line. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me. We'll give you another chance later in this game, guys. We'll give you another chance later in this game. At the 2-minute warning, we're going to find out who our newbies are. But for now, Carolina Panthers have the football, and they're lined up on the 26-yard line. That was a 6-yard gain for T-Mac, not a 4-yard gain. So second down and 4. A handoff now. Looks like Chuba Hubbard will pick up just a yard. It brings up a third down and 3. They're going to call it a third down and 2. Modest gain there. Hubbard brought down by Brown. Good job of the 49ers defense to get a stop right there. So the 49ers defense going to get a stop here. Jair Brown with another big play. He was the one who got the interception earlier as well. Okay. Trying to avoid a quick 3 and out. The Panthers with the football here. It's a third down and 2. Third down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Trips at the top of the screen. Tetairoa McMillan by himself at the bottom. And the 49ers are showing blitz. They will blitz 5, and then one man pulls off. A throw and a dropped pass. McMillan was beyond the line to gain. He drops a wide open pass. And this will bring up a fourth down and 2. Talk about an anticlimactic play. The poor rookie got inside of his own head. All he had to do was get his hands on the football. Don't catch the football like this. Put your hands closer together and get around that ball, man. You should know better than that by now. You're in the league for some reason. And T-Mac was fighting for Rookie of the Year at this point, but that catch or that drop ain't going to help him. Here comes the punt from Sam Martin, and Sky Moore is back to return. So even though the Panthers got a football back, a second interception today, the 49ers have committed 2 turnovers today. The Panthers still have no points to show for it. They punt this one away. It goes down inside the 20-yard line, down at the 17-yard line, and we go to another commercial break with exactly 8 minutes here left to go. Would not be surprised if the 49ers took all 8 minutes off the board here on this drive. They'll start this one from the 17. Okay, let's see. Purdy is nothing but an overpaid Dak Prescott, says Evil Biscuit. Well, Dak Prescott did win yesterday, so I feel pretty good about that. Typical Panthers, says Kevin McCorkey. Typical Panthers rookie, says Joey Montoya. I won $589 on first quarter picks, says Jaden Rozier. Cheers to you, Jaden. Rock and roll, my friend. Browns, I dropped Judy like a bad habit. Bro, I need to drop Jerry Jeudy too, man. There are so many better options out there outside of Jerry Jeudy. I have been waiting for him to pop off. And Shador Sanders, can't get him the football. No one can get this man the football, so I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. Purdy couldn't hold Dak's contract, says Mr. Izzy Dizzy. He crashed out, huh? He sure did. That's enough, Purdy, says TN5898. Pat Bryant checks in. All right, guys. All right. Let's bring up one other thing here. Right now, we have 8 minutes left to go, but in a few minutes it will be halftime, and I've got a trivia quiz for you. I do have a fun trivia quiz for you, and I'm excited to see if you guys are ready for it, but I got to make sure that I don't give you any of the answers just yet. Stick around during halftime, guys. We will have a halftime show for you, and you might learn something today. Maybe. I had to adjust a couple of the questions because I wanted it to be a little different. Mark McKay saying, Judy, Judy, Judy. Is that like Beetlejuice? Bobby Shook saying, it's my favorite part of the stream. It's one of my favorites, too. DJ Jean saying, trivia. The Red Furnace saying, nice studio setup, bro. Bills Mafia, let's go. The Red Furnace, rock and roll, my friend. Thanks for checking in, bro. Okay, commercial break, guys. I hope nobody is surprised by where we're at here. San Francisco 49ers have a 7-0 lead over the Carolina Panthers. 49ers are at home. The San Francisco 49ers will be getting the football here in just a moment. They will start this drive on the 17-yard line. And according to ESPN, they have an 84% chance of winning this game as it sits right now. Offset I formation from the 17. Motion on the field from George Kittle. A toss to the left-hand side. McCaffrey fumbles! McCaffrey fumbles! Who recovers? And this will be safely recovered by the 49ers. Oh, my goodness. Mikovits lays down on top of it. Oh, wow. Christian McCaffrey fumbles that football forward. Had every chance. The 49ers almost lost it big time. Good job by the Panthers to force the fumble, but Trayvon Moehrig trying to get all kinds of fancy with it. All he had to do was scoop that ball up. Instead, the 49ers jump down on top of it. They don't lose the football. No harm, no foul. It does advance the ball quite a bit. We're now lined up. They started this on the 17, guys. That will go down as a big gain. Next play's at the 33. McCaffrey carries it out to the 35-yard line. Here comes a second down. Second down and 8. Wow, McCaffrey got lucky on that one. To not lose the fumble. The 49ers have 2 timeouts remaining. The clock will continue to tick here with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Wow, says Sarit. Is that Saritan Dupe? Saritan Droop? What's going on? Welcome. Second down and 8. Motion on the field. A man going to the top of the screen. Purdy fakes the handoff. The 4-man rush comes in. Purdy will wind up. It's picked off again! That's the 3rd interception. J.C. Horn picks it off again. First down, Carolina. Oh, man, J.C. Horn with his 2nd interception today. And Brock Purdy, the 49ers will have his head at some point here, man. It's a turnover again. J.C. Horn plucks that out of the air. A 2nd interception for number 8. Let's go. How did he know that was coming, man? Wow. Intended for Ricky Pearsall. J.C. Horn just pulls that out of the sky, man. That is wild. The 3rd interception today for Brock Purdy. That's bad. And that's great field position here once again for the Carolina Panthers. Panthers take over at the 33-yard line. Motion on the field. A man goes to the top, goes halfway, comes back to the bottom. Here's the snap and the drop back. Gonna wind up and throw. Catch is made on the right-hand side. Gonna get around the corner here. Picks up the first down, and that's good. For a first down there. First down, Carolina Panthers. Looks like Jimmy Horn gonna get the first down. So Jimmy Horn Jr. picks up the first down here for the Carolina Panthers. Not J.C. Horn, Jimmy Horn, the wide receiver out of Colorado. First down, football at the 22-yard line. Panthers at the 22-yard line, inside of 49ers territory. I see hand movement right now, and we've got a single back here. Here comes a $5 super chat. Here's a snap and a handoff. Rico Dowdle to the left-hand side, gets it inside the red zone, down inside the 15. Call it down at the 15-yard line. Second down coming up now. Second down and 2 after that carry. Looks like a super chat coming in once again. Can I get a shout-out for my girl, Deanna? What's going on? I feel weird times 2. I feel weird times 2. Saying, can I get a shout-out for my girl, Deanna or Diana? Not sure if it's Deanna or Diana, but shout-out to you. Second down. I got a second down and 3 on my screen. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Here's the snap and the handoff going to the right-hand side. Rico Dowdle takes this one to about the 10-yard line. That's good for a Carolina Panthers first down. First down, Panthers. And it's going to bring up a first and goal for Carolina. Interesting, they've been here before. They threw the football away. I wonder if they can at least get a field goal at this point. Nguyen, you must not watch a lot of football because I don't think this is a boring game at all. I totally disagree with that. I think this has been an amazing game defensively, especially from these Panthers who have forced 3 turnovers today. Here's a fake toss, and this time going to the right-hand side. Don't do it, Bryce Young. Don't do it. You should have. That's fine. This brings up a second down and goal. He goes out of bounds. It brings up a second down. Second and goal. The clock is still ticking right now. Okay. Second down and goal. 4:09 left to go. 3 interceptions and a fumble, says KD Espresso. Huge. And the game is flying by, Roy Williams. This game is absolutely flying by. There are 4 minutes left to go in the first half of this game, and it hasn't even been a full hour yet since this game started. This could be an early night here. A shotgun formation on second down and goal. Bryce Young will look left, throws left, catch is made. Out to the 5, out to the 4, pushed out of bounds here. Jalen Coker makes the grab, picks up 6 yards. It's third down and goal. Third down and goal at the San Francisco 49ers 4-yard line. So third down as number 18, Jalen Coker, makes the grab. Okay, third and goal. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. A man on the left, a man on the right. Bryce Young surveying, waits for the snap here. They're showing blitz. They do blitz. Young throws out to Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard wrapped up immediately, and down goes Hubbard. A loss of 3, a fourth and goal, and at least the 49ers got the stop here. I believe the field goal unit will come out. It is fourth down and goal. Roy Williams, thank you very much. Looks like a super sticker here. Appreciate that. That play goes backwards. It'll bring up a fourth down and goal, and we are going to get a field goal here. So lining this thing up, a 25-yard attempt. 25 yards for the Carolina Panthers. Let's see if they can knock this back. It is Ryan Fitzgerald. He kicks this up. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that will put points on the board for Carolina. So the Panthers finally score with 2:28 left to go. Okay. Fourth and goal. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Let's reset this. Let's go ahead and get everything situated right now. Let's see. Reading some of these comments right now. I see field goal is a good option for Carolina. A good option right now. Nguyen saying, I love your commentator. Thank you very much, Nguyen. Mike McTrell feels the opposite way. Well, you are the odd man out, sir. You are kind of, in a chat with thousands of other people who disagree. That's okay. Stanford checking in right now saying Stafford makes $44. 3 interceptions in a half hour, and you're up by 4, says Dan Steely. Points, heck yeah, says Mad Steve. About time. Why do you keep putting me in timeout for rooting for my team? Dowley. I'm not putting nobody in timeout. I appreciate you being here, Samuel. Thank you very much. Rock and roll to Mr. Samuel in the chat. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. Purdy ain't so pretty. Keep pounding, says Shane. I need to feed Rico. They need to feed Rico, says Robert Trujillo. Gladams, GL Adams asking me, who am I going for to win this game? Well, my friends, I am rooting for I'm not rooting for the 49ers. I selected the 49ers to win this game in my pick'ems. So 7.4 says Bobby Shook. Thank you, Bobby Shook, for letting us know out there. Cody saying ignore the haters. I tend to, but sometimes I clap back, bro. Sometimes I clap back. That's okay. Good stop on Carolina. Okay, go 49ers. We understand, says Smoke Burp. Renee, what's going on? Purdy needs a bump and a shot of bourbon. Oh, God. Okay. Let's get up on our feet right now. Gonna step off to the side here. Believe it or not, I can feel my energy waning here, and we want it to wax and grow and continue to move up. So let's talk some fantasy scores right now. can really only talk. There's not much to bring up on the fantasy scores right here, but I'll do my best, folks. Taking a look at the Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young has completed 5 of 7 for 22 yards, 1 fantasy point today. He's got 1 interception, no touchdowns. Rico Dowdle, 4 carries, 19 yards, 2 fantasy points. We've got Jimmy Horn. Right now, Jimmy Horn has 11 receiving yards, and he leads this Carolina Panthers offense with the most receiving yards. He's not even a starter listed behind me. The Carolina Panthers are kicking this off, and we are going to get a return here from the San Francisco 49ers. They get out to the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, down at about the 47-yard line, and it looks like San Francisco gets a big return right here. Brock Purdy today has completed 10 of 15 for 61 yards, 1 passing touchdown, but not 1, not 2, 3 interceptions today. If he throws a 4th, I wonder if they'll keep him in on the game. Purdy, those are his numbers, 3 fantasy points today as well. Christian McCaffrey, 12 rushing attempts, good for 43 rushing yards, 10 fantasy points in full point PPR, but only because he has 4 targets, 4 receptions, and 21 receiving yards. Jawan Jennings has the 1 receiving touchdowns for this football game. Let's get to the action now. A snap and a throw to the left-hand side from the 46-yard line. It'll be a 1-yard loss as Ricky Pearsall goes backwards, 2nd down and 11. Clock is ticking once again. About 2 minutes left to go. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. I don't expect Brock Purdy to try to force a play in right here with 3 seconds left to go. 2, 1. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll stop the clock with 2 minutes, and we go to the 2-minute warning. So let's go to the chat right now. Y'all know what it is. It's the 2-minute warning, so I am going to ask you, or just mention, if you are new, drop 5 emojis. Drop 5 emojis. Here are my 5 emojis. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. We are looking for the newbies right now. This is going to be your official shout out here for Football Nation. I see Bridget Palmer. Hello. Who else out here? Looks like C. Martin Love checking in. Bridget, I see you. C. Martin checked in right now. Everett. Hello, Everett. I see Everett in the house. Samuel saying, Dowley, Dowley, Dowley. Samuel, appreciate that, bro. Looks like he is a Rico Dowdle fan. Looks like Kamisi Jackson. What up, Kamisi Jackson? Bam Bam. What up, man? You took my stapler, says Todd Tier. James Melby. What's going on, James? Wow, we got a lot of newbies in here today. Jeremy, I know you've been here before. What's going on, Dr. Jeremy Hottenstein? Dallas, hello. Mr. Peters, what's going on? We've got Nguyen Tanley in the house saying, please, I got you, Nguyen. Who else is out here? Dis the Savior, I see you, sir. Nick checking in. Winky checking in. Chance checking in right here. Tavnia checking in as well. JC the Twin. All right, guys, I'm not just reading names right now. I am looking for everyone who is new. We have thousands of people watching this live stream right now. I want to make sure I get a chance to give you a shout out. Whatever your reason is for watching this stream, thank you guys for hanging out with me today and giving me some of your time. We are at the 2-minute warning. When we get back, it'll be a 2nd down and 11, and the San Francisco 49ers will have the football here. They'll have the football on their own 46 approaching midfield. We've got Genjiro checking into the chat right now. Who else? Gated One Girl, hello. Me, Debo Samuel Mario, says Arian Robbie. 2 minutes, says T.Y. Potter. What up, T.Y. Potter? Tim is in the house. What up, Timo? B. Johnson. What's going on? Mustachio. I wish I had the mustache drawn on right here. That'd be super cool. 2nd week, says Joseph. Hello, hello, hello. MK Rake saying, what's up? Brown Chicken in the house. Patrick in the house. Gully's in the house. What's going on, Winky? What's going on? Looks like Lisa Stokes. Welcome back, Lisa. I've seen your name in here before. Adam, Verts, hello. Fat Boy. I think I've seen your name in here as well. Kate, what's going on? Big Dad Perm. Big Dad Perm. I love the name. Dallas, here it is, guys. Coming out of the 2-minute warning. We'll start this drive again. It's a 2nd down and 11. There's a wind-up, and the catch is made. George Kittle takes it out to the 30-yard line. 1st down, 49ers. Coming out of that commercial break as we start this 2-minute drill. As they start the 2-minute drill, Brock Purdy finds a soft spot in the defense right there. Welcome to all the newbies. Will not have a chance to read all of y'all's names, guys, but thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name is Mario. Stick around. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Inside the 30, the 49ers with the football in Panthers territory. Motion from Ricky Pearsall. The 4-man rush comes in. A wind-up and another throw. It's almost intercepted there. Brock Purdy with the airmail. 2nd down and 10. J.C. Horn could have had a hat trick today with a 3rd interception. Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Football at the Carolina 29. T. Kubler, welcome back, my friend. Tuna to fish, I see you. Cat, he'll be back. He will be back for the next Cowboys game, which will be I think the next Cowboys game that we're doing is the Lions game, Cowboys-Lions, because I'm skipping Cowboys-Chiefs on Thanksgiving. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. The 4-man rush comes in. Purdy from the 29 will find nobody. Intended for 85. George Kittle can't hang on to that football. It's a 3rd down and 10. This drive might result in a field goal at this point. We'll see how it goes. This game is not too bad tonight. I agree. Last night's game was brutal, dude. Last night's game was bad, bro. I'm talking the Rams beat the brakes off of the poor Buccaneers, man. They crushed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3rd down and 10. I said it yesterday. It was like they just put down the poor wounded animal, and they took care of the Buccaneers who were injured. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in from the 29-yard line on 3rd down. Brock Purdy almost finds another Carolina Panthers defender. The pass is incomplete. 4th down and 10. And it's time for the field goal unit to come out here. So this should be a 47-yarder. 49ers going to line up for a 47. Should be the distance here. We'll see where they put this football. Looks like 60 seconds exactly left to go. Well, 104 left to go. Matt Gay is the kicker for this one. Signed to the 49ers practice squad on Thursday. They knew they needed someone. The kick is up, and Matt Gay's kick is just enough. It is good. And the 49ers will put 3 points on the board. We'll subtract those and do this again. There it is. The field goal is good. The score is now 10-3. 49ers with a 7-point lead once again. 60 seconds exactly left to go after that one, guys. So 60 seconds left to go. We'll see a kickoff. The Panthers with 3 timeouts. Looks like Barry is following us now on Twitch. Appreciate you, Barry. Appreciate the Twitch followers. Frymeister, appreciate you, sir. Mario, please love Mario with your thumb. Giggity? I don't know if I'm into all of that, Frymeister Bond, but thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Mac Jones time, says Brady Fischler. Thank you for beating Tom Grossi for the stream, says Kai Born Bread. Kai, you know what's funny that you said that, bro? First of all, I love Tom Grossi. He was an inspiration for me to even start this channel. So I've got no ill will towards the Grossi and the Grossi posse. I love Tom Grossi and the Grossi posse. Shout out to them. But I have been noticing that this channel has been averaging more viewers during live streams than his channel has been doing. And it's been pretty, I'm not going to lie, it's been a pretty cool feeling. It does feel pretty good. I hope that I'm continuing to put out a good product out there for you guys. If you look at my shelf and look at some of the other games that I've covered, you'll see that not every game, but a lot of games that we cover on this channel do better than Grossi and his 934,000 followers that he's currently got right there. So, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Cheers to all of you. Okay, taking a quick look right now at the why don't we take a look at this playoff picture one more time? Carolina Panthers really need this win today, guys. If they win, they are in the playoffs. Not only are they in the playoffs, they won't advance right here to number 7 if they beat the 49ers today. They are 6-5. If the Panthers get the win, they will be 7-5. And that means, guess who gets knocked out of first place in the NFC South? The Buccaneers would then be out. The Panthers would then be in. Not only this, but the 49ers would be 7-5, and so the 49ers would be out, and the Lions with less losses would be in. So it's a huge game for both teams. If the 49ers win this game, they stay in the playoff race. If they lose this game, the Panthers are in the playoff game. This has playoff implications written all over it. It is an extremely, extremely important game for both teams. Here's the return to the 10, the 20, the 25, down at about the 26-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 now after the kickoff with 55 seconds here left to go. All right, y'all. The Bucs don't belong in the playoffs, says D. Linderman. Smoke Burp was saying Rams would have to play them. Oh, that was the first field goal. It was the first field goal for the 49ers, it was. Halftime on the horizon. We are 55 seconds away, folks. We have an empty backfield, We do have an empty backfield. 2 receivers to the top of the screen and 3 receivers at the bottom. Here is the snap against a 4-man rush. A windup and a throw. The catch is made at about the 31-yard line. Looks like Sanders will make the grab here for the Carolina Panthers. So Jatavian Sanders makes the grab. That's the big tight end. We'll start this clock again. It brings up a 2nd down and 4. Clock is hot. 2nd down and 4. Empty backfield once again. There's the snap. The same 4-man rush comes in. Going to air this out. A deeper shot upfield. This time, it's a little low. I believe intended for Xavier Legette. That pass incomplete. Stops the clock with 28 seconds. 3rd down and 4 coming up now. Football at the Carolina 31. I've got stats over here on the right-hand side, folks, in case y'all are curious to keep track for your fantasy football purposes. Not 1, but 2 drive charts down below. Scoreboard above my head. The Carolina Panthers do also have a timeout, but this is a huge 3rd down coming up for Carolina. The blitz coming in. Got to get rid of it, and that was a terrible throw. Bryce Young just getting rid of that football. I don't know what on earth they dialed up there. That pass is incomplete, and the Panthers will have to punt again. The offense for Carolina, not very good here. The defense has done an amazing job getting 3 interceptions today, and the defense has shown up and done their job. But the Panthers offense, nowhere to be found. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll go all the way to the top. In the first half of this game, 72 total yards here. 28 through the air. Bryce Young not having a good day. Has completed 6 of 10 for just 28 yards. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy, even though he does have 3 interceptions, well, it hasn't been good for either side, either quarterback. They've both been struggling. Not really great in the rushing category either, at least not for the Carolina Panthers. Right now at this point, the 49ers are on track to break 100 rushing yards. The Panthers going to be a little shy based off of that. Also, looks like they're going to call that last play intentional grounding, and so it ends up, it's a 4th down and 14, not a 4th down and 4. They're going to punt this thing away. 4th down and 14, intentional grounding on that last one. The late flag came in. Here is the punt, and it's signaled a fair catch at the 35-yard line. 49ers get the football back after the punt. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Here comes Brock Purdy and company once again with 17 seconds left to go and 2 timeouts available. I wonder if they are going to just take the knee here. Okay, we'll see. Purdy is in once again. Someone's saying I'd rather have Mac Jones as our quarterback. Just saying. I think Mac Jones has been really, really good too. But here we go. Motion on the field from George Kittle. Purdy takes the snap. He drops back. He continues to drop back. Pocket starts to crumble. He'll look to the right-hand side. Catch will be made. The play ends in bounds. Timeout will be called immediately here with 8 seconds left to go. That's good for a 1st down. George Kittle makes the grab, but it took a lot of time off the clock there. 1 timeout remaining for the San Francisco 49ers. 8 seconds left to go here. Football at the San Francisco 45-yard line. Down there, down below. They're actually calling this one short. They're calling it a 2nd down and 1, so not enough to move the chains. They did move the football out to the 44-yard line. The line to gain is the 45. Not quite there yet. Jones was better than Purdy, says CB. I agree with you, CB. 2nd down and 1. 49ers going to use their second of the timeouts. They're going to add 1 second on the clock. Brock Purdy in a shotgun formation. Going to need to get rid of it quickly here. Purdy will drop back. Purdy's in trouble. He gets tagged. He wheels to the left. He's going to pump fake. He'll wind up and throw. Looks like the catch is made by Kittle. They might call this out of bounds. They might say he didn't quite get it. They're going to say 3rd down and 1, incomplete pass. 3 seconds here left to go. Might just make sense to take the knee. George Kittle made the catch, but his feet were definitely out of bounds right there. His feet definitely out of bounds. 3 seconds left to go. 49ers up by 7, and the Carolina Panthers will get the football to start the second half. So keep that in mind, folks. No timeout necessary right now. And it looks like Carolina will take the timeout. So Carolina wants a moment to talk about the play they're going to dial up. Brock Purdy still out there, 44-yard line. They've got 56 yards to go. So 56 more yards to go. I don't know if Brock Purdy's got the arm for that. Mr. Irrelevant. They're showing these J.C. Horn interceptions here. Man, bad interceptions for Brock Purdy. Great job by this Carolina Panthers defense. They could use one more here. Timeout has been called. It's a 3rd down and 1. In the huddle, the 49ers are talking about the next play. Brock Purdy with his head down. He's calling the play here. And about 23 seconds on the play clock. Camera focused on J.C. Horn. Break! 49ers line up right now. Brock Purdy directing traffic over here. Looks like the Ginyu Force doing there, or looks like the fusion dance right now. Here's the snap, dropping back. Going to air this one underneath to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's on the run. CMC gets out to the 37-yard line. It's not enough to score. It'll be the end of the half, guys, and we go into halftime. So it is halftime. Let's put 13 minutes on the board. We'll start this clock. Reset here, reset there. Give them back their timeouts and move the possession needle. Let's go to our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is halftime, and the time is ticking right now. Let's ask you guys a series of questions. I'm going to test your knowledge on these two teams. You guys just do your best and forget the rest. This is just for funsies. Let's start with question number 1. What city do the Carolina Panthers play football in? Is it A, Charlotte, North Carolina? Is it B, Raleigh, North Carolina? Or is it C, Charleston, South Carolina? What city do the Carolina Panthers play football in? Shoot, what state do they play football in? A, B, or C, guys? A, B, or C? The answer is A, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. They play at Bank of America Stadium. That's where their home games are held. But, yes, they represent all of North and South Carolina. They are just the Carolina Panthers, not the North Carolina Panthers. All right, guys, question number 2. Easy one right here, guys. Easy one right now. Who is the San Francisco 49ers' current defensive coordinator? Is it A, Clay Kubiak? Is it B, Kyle Shanahan? Or is it C, Robert Saleh? A, B, or C, who is the 49ers defensive coordinator? A, B, or C? Again, no penalties for wrong answers. We're just looking to have a little bit of fun right now. Most of you guys checking in with C, a couple of B's in here. The answer is Robert Saleh. He was the head coach for the New York Jets for a few seasons there. That didn't really work out. He was the defensive coordinator for the 49ers before he was a head coach. It didn't work out as a head coach. He got his job back as a San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator, and this is where we are today. All right, guys, what year did the Carolina Panthers play their very first NFL season? Was it A, 1990? Was it B, 1995? Or was it C, the year 2000? What year did the Carolina Panthers play their first season? A, B, or C? 90, 95, or 2000? one of the newer teams in the NFL, folks. One of the newer teams in the NFL, the Carolina Panthers played their inaugural season in 1995. You know, it's interesting that this says that they were established in 1995 as well, because they were actually established in 1993. However, they didn't start their very first game until 1995. Fun fact. Okay, guys, question number 4. Who was leading the San Francisco 49ers in sacks entering today's game? Is it A, Bryce Huff? Was it B, Nick Bosa? Or was it C, Upton Stout? A, B, or C, who leads this team in sacks entering today's game? Okay, what do you think the answer is? Or is it Okwonu? Or is it Pharrell? No, it is Bryce Huff. Yes, the defensive end, Bryce Huff, this season has 4 sacks, which is not great, guys. The 49ers rank dead last in sacks heading into Week 12, but Bryce Huff does lead this team with 4 sacks today. Question number 5. Who was leading the Carolina Panthers in interceptions entering today? We talked about this already. Is it A, J.C. Horn? Is it B, Mike Jackson? Or is it C, Corey Thornton? Two of these names here have had interceptions today, so that might help narrow it down for you. We already talked about this man and how well he has played this season. Coming into today's game, J.C. Horn had 3 interceptions. He's now up to 5 with 2. He currently leads this Carolina Panthers unit and has as many interceptions as the rest of the entire team here in 2025. Shout out to J.C. Horn. Question number 6. Question number 6, guys. Who led the San Francisco 49ers, or who holds the San Francisco 49ers' longest rushing play from scrimmage this season entering today's game? This is not a trick question. Everyone should get this one right. We put an easy one in the middle to kind of help boost your confidence a little, but we're going to tear that away momentarily. Is it A, Brian Robinson? Is it B, Mac Jones? Or is it C, Christian McCaffrey? The longest rushing play from scrimmage today goes to Christian McCaffrey, but it's not by much, man. Check it out. Christian McCaffrey, 20 rushing yards is his longest rushing play from scrimmage in 2025. Brian Robinson Jr. has a 19-yard run, and Mac Jones with a 13-yard run. McCaffrey struggling on the ground this year. Here's question number 7, guys. Who holds the all-time record for rushing touchdowns for the Carolina Panthers? Ooh, this is a good one. All-time rushing touchdown record, guys. Is it Jonathan Stewart, Cam Newton, or Christian McCaffrey? A, B, or C? All-time career rushing touchdowns. Who do you think it is? A, B, or C? The answer is actually Cam Newton. It's actually Cam Newton who has the most rushing touchdowns. Jonathan Stewart had 51. Let's double check this one here. Hang on. It should be, according to this website, it was Cam Newton. I'm getting something else here. We'll bring up a question here on that one. Now, okay, guys, what now retired number did Jerry Rice wear for the San Francisco 49ers? Did Jerry Rice wear number 70, number 80, or number 90? A, B, or C, guys. A, B, or C. 70, 80, or 90? What is the answer here? By the way, the answer to the last one is Cam Newton. 63 rushing touchdowns for Cam Newton, 51 for Jonathan Stewart, just so you guys know. Here's the call, and the answer is Jerry Rice had the number 80 on his jersey. Sorry, I got a little mixed up on the last one here. According to Stat Muse, guys, the previous answer was Cam Newton. Okay, question number 9, and we vet all these answers earlier. Sometimes AI gives me back something else, so I never really trust AI. Okay, question number 9, guys. Snickers partnered with Bryce Young to create which frosty dessert? Is it A, the Bryce Breaker? Is it B, the Bryce Vanilla Ice? Or is it C, the Bryce Green Bar? One of these products is a real product that was created by Snickers to be sold in the Carolinas. And the answer to question number 9 is the Bryce Green bar. Yes, they came up with the Bryce Green bar. It's literally just the Snickers same ice cream bar that they had. They just put Bryce's name on there. I don't know. It's just some kind of funsies right now. If it seems trivial, it is. That's why we call it trivia. Final question, guys. Who is the most recent San Francisco 49ers draft pick to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Was it A, Patrick Willis? Was it B, Bryant Young? Or is it C, Terrell Owens? A, B, or C? Who is the most recent San Francisco 49ers draft pick to be inducted into the Hall of Fame? The answer is Patrick Willis, guys. Patrick Willis is the answer here. And he wore the number 52. Patrick Willis was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in the first round of the 2007 draft as the 11th overall pick. He played his entire 8-year career with the San Francisco 49ers and had multiple Pro Bowl selections. Okay, guys. Now, 4 minutes here left to go. Questions, comments, concerns about this trivia quiz, A, B, or C? What you talk about, Willis, says Todd Tier. 7 out of 10, says Henry. Book O, Book Obsessed Dommy saying impressive. Scott, thank you very much out there. The usual 6 out of 10. Imperfect Bob got 9 out of 10. Better than I usually do, says Courtney. 9 out of 10. Well done, guys. Okay. Congratulations to the quiz winner, says Chiefs fan for life. We don't really have a quiz winner. What we do have is going to be a Week 12 winner at some point today. So, here's what I'm talking about. You're thinking, what? You're going to have a winner today? Yes. If you played the Week 12 pick'ems, we are going to spin the wheel tonight, regardless of whether or not we have someone get all of the games correct. Why? Well, because if you got all of the games correct, we're going to give you $100 because that's what the deal was, right? You get all the games right, you'll get $100. If we don't have a grand prize winner, we give away a prize, a modest prize. This week, it's going to be the beanie again, but our Week 11 winner never claimed their prize. I'm pretty sure it was Week 11 who never claimed their prize. I reached out to you many, many times, my friend, and I've given you a full 2 weeks to claim your prize. So that Football Nation backpack, I'm going to spin the wheel again tonight, and someone is going to win that Football Nation backpack. And if nobody claims their prizes, then we're going to go ahead and continue offering more and more every single week. We had 200 people sign up for the Week 12 picks. 200 people sign up for Week 12 pick'ems. Week 13 already has 40 people in there. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I want the backpack, says Joseph. It's up for grabs today. I hope you played I hope you guys played the Week 12 pick'ems. It is free to play. If you are curious on how it works, you can check out my website, www.footballnationusa.com. As a matter of fact, I'll make it super easy for you guys. There's the link right there. And to answer the question, no. Gladham's asked, has anybody won this year? Surprisingly, not a single person has gotten all of these games right. And last year, with like a quarter of the participation, we had 3 people get them right. 3 people get them right. So, looking for someone right now. I want your money back, Cleveland, Ohio fans, says Reggio. Purdy over under 5.5 interceptions. Wolfie saying, I want the new car. Spin the wheel, says John Nicholas. Okay, we will spin the wheel here at some point here, guys. Let's see. Wheel of names. Last time on the Wheel of Names, we gave away the jacket here, the Let's Effin' Go jacket. This one is not for grabs this week. We will be doing the backpack and the hoodie again this week. We'll go back to the jacket here soon, but stick around to the end of the game, guys. We are going to spin the wheel one more time. Oh, yes, the Wheel of Fortune. Where's the link, says PGN. The link is in the description for the down below. It takes you to my website, www.footballnationusa.com. It's also scrolling by all day at the bottom of the screen, guys. All you got to do is go to my website. I plugged it into the chat one more time. But again, the link is in the description of this video down below. And if you don't like clicking links, it is literally scrolling by right now, footballnationusa.com for the weekly pick'ems. Got it? Good? Good. Okay, halftime is over. Carolina set to receive the second half kickoff. Carolina lining up to receive the second half kickoff. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock here. Gonna start the second half now. No spam, says Gary. That is correct, Gary. Devontae, at the bottom of the screen over here, bud. There it is. Carolina to receive the second half. Also, possession needle pointing towards Carolina right now. Carolina Panthers getting ready to receive. Dave Canales, coach right now for the Panthers. Thank you for that super chat, Double A. Thank you, sir. All these super chats also helps fund the prizes here. So the more super chats we get, the bigger, the better the prizes we can bring out. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Down, and they fumble the football, but it's recovered by Carolina. Wow, luckily right there, the Carolina Panthers. That is Trevor Etienne, Travis Etienne's younger brother, who was on kickoff return here. He fumbles the football, but the Carolina Panthers managed to land on top of it again. So 14:54 here left to go. It's 1st and 10 at the Carolina 27. He won't touch that. Dun, 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 dun. Can't touch this. Okay, 1st and 10. Carolina Panthers have the football at the 27. Motion on the field from Jalen Coker as he goes to the bottom of the screen. Back to the top of the screen goes Coker. Here's a snap and a toss. A run to the right-hand side. Rico Dowdle with a spin move. He gets away. Rico Dowdle to the 45-yard line. A big gain there. A gain of about, I'll think that's 20. Call it 17. He looked like he was off to the races here, man. I thought he was going to score a touchdown on that play. He had daylight. Rico Dowdle, a nice spin move after the contact, broke through the line, barely got brought down. Unfortunately for the Carolina Panthers, it looks like Zavala has been injured. Zavala has been injured. And so, 14:43 left to go. Let's stop the clock here, folks. The Carolina Panthers have 3. The San Francisco 49ers with 10. We'll put 14:43 on the clock. So an injury right now. We go to an injury timeout. Greg Brown, cheers to you. Super chat's coming. Thanksgiving, says Greg Brown. No need, man. No need. Look, the big giant play button in the sky takes pretty good care of us already. Those of you who are here to support the channel, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know that it's never about that, right? I never ask for that kind of stuff. I just want you guys to stick around. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you have not already done so. In the meantime, I'm going to bring up some fantasy football leaders. Would you believe me if I told you that Jameis Winston was the #1 quarterback in Week 12? In Week 12, Jameis Winston was the #1 quarterback for fantasy football purposes. Jalen Hurts, #2. Dak Prescott, #3. Matthew Stafford, #4. Caleb Williams, #5. Cam Ward, #6. Trevor Lawrence, #7. All of that data scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, guys. The Mr. Mojo saying Winston is the GOAT. Patrick McKenzie, thank you, sir. We are currently in the middle of a commercial break. Someone saying move down. Josh wants to see a little bit more here of the wide receivers. Josh, I got you. We'll leave this here for a second. But most people are curious about, I guess honestly it's T-Mac. Most people are curious about McCaffrey and T-Mac today for this game. Yes, Jameis Winston, 35 fantasy points here. It's at the bottom right there. Jalen Hurts with 32 fantasy points. Dak Prescott with 30. Matthew Stafford with 24. Caleb Williams with 27. Matthew Stafford with 28, excuse me. Caleb Williams with 27. And finally, Cam Ward against a really tough defense there with 25. Kind of a wild statistic here. Let's bring up not just this. Tied there, Jared Goff and Sam Darnold. Chandler Zavala comes off the field. This commercial break is over. Injury has been cleared. We'll get rid of that scrolling text and bring up some of these divisions here. AFC South scrolling by at the bottom now. We've got a pistol formation. Pistol formation from the 44-yard line. The Carolina Panthers have yet to cross midfield. Jalen Coker is the motion man. Here is the snap and a little play action. Wheeling out to the left-hand side. Wheeling and dealing. He'll scramble. He runs. Bryce Young will pick up about 5. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. So 14-14, and no surprise there. Holding. Offense. Looks like it's on Mitchell Evans, number 84. So a holding against the Carolina Panthers will be a 10-yard penalty. Definitely a holding call. Good job by the officials to drop the flag where it needed to be dropped. The official punches this one back in with a very loud whistle. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 20 here. This will back them up. So 1st and 20 for the Carolina Panthers. The football now at the Carolina 34. Shotgun formation, Rico Dowdle standing to the right. We've also got trips on the right-hand side here. There's the snap. There is the handoff. Dowdle will pick up just 2 before being wrestled down to the ground, so not really any gain right here. Football to the Carolina 36. It's a 2nd down and 18. 2nd down and 18. 13:37 left to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts as we start this second half. We are just 2 minutes into this third quarter? A minute and a half into the second half right now? Another shotgun formation, 3 receivers at the top of the screen and 1 to the bottom of the screen here. Football at the Carolina 36. Bryce Young waits for the snap. The 4-man rush coming in. Young got to get rid of it. He does find Rico Dowdle. The 40, the 45, down at the 47 as he's pushed out of bounds. This will be a gain of 12. It brings up a 3rd down and 6. He'll do a lot of heavy lifting there. Good job by Rico Dowdle. This becomes a 3rd down and 6. It was a 12-yard gain from the Carolina 36 to the Carolina 48. Football at the 48-yard line. The Carolina Panthers moving here. That was 17 yards after the catch, by the way. You can see that at the bottom of the screen. Rico Dowdle making the catch in the backfield and taking it for a 12-yard gain. Shotgun formation, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Here's the snap. Bryce Young tries to thread the needle. Good tight coverage there on 3rd down and 7. Tyrone McMillan, the intended receiver. It is incomplete, and that will stop the clock again. Bryce Young just needs to turn around and hand this over to the running back time and time again because it's not even him. Ted McMillan, zero separation there. And for Bryce Young to try to force that to a man with 0 separation, like literally 0 separation on that play. 4th down and 7 with 12:33. The football gets as far as the 47-yard line for Carolina. They will punt this back to San Francisco. Here is the snap. Here is the boot. The 49ers get the football back. It's a high-hanging punt, and it looks like it takes a bounce and almost wrapped up inside the 5. Instead, it ends up being a touchback here, and the 49ers will start this drive on the 20-yard line. Brock Purdy is still in on this game. The San Francisco 49ers with a 10-7 lead. It's 1st and 10 for the red team. Another quick commercial break. We'll get back to that momentarily. It's been a good game so far, guys. San Francisco has a game against the Cleveland Browns next week, and then they get a bye week in Week 14. Ty Potter saying Price is cold like ice. The Mr. Mojo saying boo. I don't think Mario likes T-Mac, says TWF. Bro, I'm about to show you. I got so many shares of Ted McMillan right now. I don't like him because he's been letting me down. Now, he's been really good in the receiving yards category. He is a top 10 receiver as far as receiving yards go this season, but it doesn't feel that way because the production, it just doesn't feel like the touchdowns are there. How many turnovers so far, says DJ Gene? 4 turnovers in this game. They have been actually 4 turnovers and 2 almost turnovers. We had a fumble from Trevor Etienne, recovered by the Carolina Panthers, and a fumble by Christian McCaffrey, recovered by the 49ers. We've seen 3 interceptions from Brock Purdy and an interception here from, not an interception, was that an interception? Yeah, it was an interception from Bryce Young. Bryce Young definitely has an interception today. He definitely has an interception today. Do you play on Sleeper? I do, bro. I am on Sleeper right now. I am on Sleeper. Dave saying, this is ugly, but it sure is entertaining. Steve saying you're willing to sacrifice. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Willing to sacrifice our love. Okay, all right, all right. Real football, says the Mr. Mojo. Popping another Ricola right now, making sure that the voice holds up. We are in the middle of a commercial break, guys. We are in the middle of a commercial break. That last drive here for the last drive here was the opening drive of the half for the Carolina Panthers. And the Carolina Panthers on their opening drive were unsuccessful. The drive stalled out at the 48-yard line. They had to punt this away to the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers are getting ready to start this drive here on the 20. We might actually get to 65,000 tonight, guys. Thank y'all so much, bro. Let's go. We might actually get to 65,000. That was a fist bump to you. Let's see if we get there. Motion on the field. Kyle Juszczyk going to the top of the screen. Purdy got to wind up and throw. Catch made by McCaffrey. The 20, the 25, the 30. McCaffrey down at the 32. That's a first down, San Francisco. First down, 49ers. Football to the 32-yard line. Christian McCaffrey picks up 12. They'll start the drive outright. Going to start the drive outright now. Make sure I've got my water with me. Hot take, Brock Purdy throws another pick, says Connor. What's going on, Hale Nguyen? 11:51. We'll start the clock here. A running back to either side of Brock Purdy for some protection here. Purdy in trouble. He's got to wind up and throw across his body, across midfield here. McCaffrey makes the grab. He is slow to get up. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. McCaffrey hit by Barnes at the end of that play. He might take a second here. Chris Barnes, elevated from the practice squad today, just laid out a hit on Christian McCaffrey and held him to just 1 yard. 11:15 left to go. 2nd down and 9. What up, Ty Potter? Cheers to you, homie. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for sticking around. Out of the shotgun formation from the 32-yard line, looks like Brian Robinson Jr. Going to get the carry here. Takes this football out to about the 37-yard line. Call that a pickup of 4 on 2nd down and 9. We're looking at a 3rd down once again. 49ers now looking at a 3rd down situation. It is 3rd down and 5 at the San Francisco 37. Did you get that? I'll say it one more time. It is a 3rd down and 5 at the San Francisco 49ers' own 37-yard line. Here's the snap on 3rd down. A windup and a throw. Catch made beyond the line to gain. That's good for a 1st down. George Kittle for 7. 1st down, San Francisco. George Kittle on 3rd down and 5 finds 7 yards worth of space here. Big pickup for the red team. It's a 1st and 10. Football to the 44-yard line. 1st down, San Fran. 1st and 10. The Panthers just don't have any offense right now. Panthers offense got to get it together. This is not going to work if you're a Panthers fan. Motion on the field here. Looks like Kendrick Bourne is in on the play. Kendrick Bourne steps out to the left-hand side one more time. Here's the snap, a little play action. Purdy going to find Kittle, my skittle, out to the 15-yard line. That's good for a 2nd down and 3, a 7-yard pickup here. 2nd down and 3. Call it a 2nd down and 4. They're giving him 6 on it. 9:35, the clock remains hot. They have crossed midfield now, just barely. 49ers at the Carolina Panthers 49-yard line. 49ers on the move right now. 49ers on the move right now. Just keep hitting Kittle, says GTC Reels. Just keep hitting Kittle. Here's the motion. It's a snap and a handoff to CMC, who's going to bulldoze his way through. He'll pick up 5 yards on 2nd down and 4, and that'll result in another San Francisco 49ers first down. First down for the 49ers here. Kittle, the man with the fiddler, with the fiddle. We got a kiddler on the roof. Fiddler on the roof. Happy is from Toronto, says Ron J. How do you get 3 interceptions but no touchdowns? Kind of a wild situation. 1 touchdown, though, for Purdy. You're talking about the Panthers getting three interceptions but no touchdowns for the offense of Carolina. Carolina's defense is on the field here. It's a 1st and 10 for San Francisco in Panthers territory. It's a toss to the left-hand side. Looks like Brian Robinson Jr., a good, strong run to the left edge here. Goes to the bottom of the screen, will pick up 8 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 2 at the Carolina 37 after this one. From the Carolina 45 to the Carolina 37, it's an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. Pushing closer and closer to the red zone, the San Francisco 49ers on the move. Unknown to you saying cough drop addiction. I mean, honestly, dude, it's a cough drop necessity. Brian Robinson Jr. going to fight for it. He picks up the 1st down and gets some help from his friends. They push the scrum. He picks up the 1st down on 2nd and 2. Looks like a 3-yard gain. Call it a gain of 4. And another 1st down. I like it. I like it. And then another. Safety. Dance. Okay, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Single back. Handoff from the 34-yard line. Looks like Brian Robinson will take it to about the 33, maybe a 1-yard gain here. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Brian Robinson not doing much. Christian McCaffrey will come back out onto the field, and this is another very long, sustained drive for the 49ers. They are controlling the pace of this game, and if the 49ers have the football here, they're going to take their sweet time on each of these drives. This drive has already gone over 5.5 minutes. You can see that right here at the bottom of my screen, folks. Here it is, 9 plays, 48 yards, 5.5 minutes. 2nd down and 9. Looks like the clock has stopped right now, and a man has been injured on the play, so I got to add a little bit of time here. It looks like 7 minutes left to go, just inside of 7 minutes left to go. We'll leave this one more time. Number 94 has been injured for the Carolina Panthers. That is A'Shawn Robinson, the nose tackle, and that is not a good situation for the Carolina Panthers defense. It's already looking bad enough. They just lost their starting. I mean, I don't know what kind of injury it is, but A'Shawn Robinson is down right now. This starting defensive nose tackle or defensive end. He's playing nose tackle today. He's lined up at nose tackle today. But that's not good for the Panthers. I will say, good day today for J.C. Horn with 2 interceptions and Mike Jackson with 1 interception. The defense is doing its job for the Carolina Panthers. The offense is nowhere to be found in this game, and it is bad, guys. The offense for Carolina, again, commercial break, 6:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter, but there's an injury timeout right now, so there is no action happening on the field. The Carolina Panthers offense has been abysmal today. On the ground, it's been mid, and I think they need to hand the football over to Rico Dowdle a lot more. He's got 6 carries for 38 yards, averaging over 6 yards per carry, and Bryce Young has 7 completed passes for 40 yards. Like, literally, even on the completions here, Rico Dowdle has more yards per attempt, or more yards, I'll just call it that, more yards per attempt than Bryce Young does right now. 40 passing yards for Bryce Young and 1 interception. The 49ers defense showed up to play today. Top pass catchers today, interestingly enough, is actually Rico Dowdle with 15 receiving yards, 2 targets, 2 receptions for 15. Jimmy Horn, 1 target, 1 reception for 11. T-Mac looks like 3 targets, 1 reception, good for 6 yards and 1 fantasy point. Nobody on the Panthers offense is worth streaming today. On the other side here, San Francisco 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, 47 rushing yards for CMC, 53 receiving yards for CMC. He has officially hit 100 all-purpose yards today, has not scored a touchdown, but we'll see how he goes. They're lining up right now. Here's the play on 2nd down and 9, a run to the right-hand side, and it looks like CMC will pick up a few yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, though. I got a 3rd down and 6 after a 3-yard gain. Football now out to the Carolina 29. Football now out to the Carolina 29 on 3rd down and 6 here. Big 3rd down situation, or we could end up with another field goal for the San Francisco 49ers. This is exactly where their drive stalled out last time when they got 3 points. Except the difference here is that they're on the right hash for this play and not the left hash. On the right hash, trips to the left. Purdy takes the snap, the blitz coming in. Purdy to the left-hand side. Jauan Jennings makes the grab, gets inside the red zone, down at the 18-yard line. 1st down, 49ers. That will go down. 3rd down and 6. It's a 10-yard gain for Jauan Jennings. It's a 1st and 10 inside the red zone for San Francisco. Thank you, Double A, for that super chat earlier as well, man. I appreciate you, Double A. Rock and roll, bro. Thank you, sir. Where is number 15 wide receiver of Colorado, says Samuel. Well, right now we got a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. San Francisco lined up on the left hash. Offset eye on this play. A toss to Christian McCaffrey. Finds a gap on the left here. Gets inside the 15. Goes down at the 12. CMC with a gain of 7. It's a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. Football at the 12. Another injury. Whistles come in. Stops the clock with 5:03. And now it looks like Thornton has been injured for the Carolina Panthers. He's holding his left leg. David Bacco saying close to 65. This channel is growing. I love that, says David Bacco. I love that too, David. I do too. So they're going back to another commercial break. We'll keep the red zone music on for now, but we'll cut back to this. Where'd we go? Did we get to point 8? Did we get to point 8? Did we get to point 8? Maybe. Okay, we're growing. If we don't get there, that's fine, guys. I'm totally cool with it. But we're close. Bam Bam saying players dropping like flies this season. Dude, they really are. They really, really are. You know what I haven't done yet? Let's talk about Brock saying Mario's energy is running low. It's that time of the season, guys. I need a bye week as well. I have not had a bye week. This will technically, this will feel like my bye week. High quality commentary. Thank you very much there, Josue Lopez. Cheers to you, bro. All right, guys. Thank you, Josue. Here's a question to you guys during this quick commercial break. Who is your NFL team? Let's find out who your NFL team is right now. Cody Hooser, thanks for checking in, bro. Thank you, Josue, for that $5 super chat. Fist bumps to you, big dog. Appreciate that, sir. Okay. There we go. DJ Gene checking in. DJ Gene checking in for the, looks like the Kansas City Chiefs. Where'd you go, buddy? Kansas City Chiefs fans in the house. Cowboys Thursday. This is Thanksgiving. Next week, guys, week 13. Cowboys hosting Kansas City. Chicago Bears have a matchup next week. Chicago Bears got that Black Friday game. They'll be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Who else is out here? Go Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks will be hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Falcons, I see you in the chat. Falcons at Jets. Who else is in the house? I see the Rams. Los Angeles Rams have the Panthers this week. I see the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos got Sunday Night Football, y'all. Denver Broncos with Sunday Night Football. Who else out here? Sean Hunt checking in for the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo got a solid matchup. I will be live for that matchup, guys. I will be live for the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll also be live for the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans out there. BR checking in for the Vikings. I see Nicholas checking in for the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions have that Thursday game. I'll be live for that one as well. This commercial break is about to be over, folks. My apologies. I won't have a chance to read all of those, but if you are curious to see the schedule, you can always check it out on the website, footballnationusa.com. So 2nd down and 3. Inside the red zone, the 49ers have the football as we cut back from the injury timeout. A toss to the left-hand side out of the offset eye. Christian McCaffrey using some blocks, and McCaffrey is in for the touchdown, San Francisco! Touchdown, Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard run to the left-hand side. Touchdown, CMC, touchdown, San Francisco, and they will extend their lead here. TM Martin, thank you very much. There you go. She said it right here. TH saying, I see you guys. How's it going? It's going well, TM. Thank you for asking. So touchdown scored by the San Francisco 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown run for Christian McCaffrey. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. It is 17-3. San Francisco up by 14. Now the game is not over. We saw the Dallas Cowboys come back from a 21-point deficit. But if the Carolina Panthers don't score on this drive, it's going to feel like they might need to go ahead and pass the sticks, man. It's going to feel like they're going to need to go ahead and pass the sticks. Yinzer saying Football Nation creeping into the 70,000. I know, Yinzer. I know, we're getting close. Big Badass Raider Nation saying, I feel weird ×2. What's going on, I feel weird? Okay, we'll turn off the epic red zone music here. I like it. I like it. Okay, that was a natural break point right there. We're just going to end it there. Okay. Neverwinter, cheers to you, my friend. ESPN came from ESPN broadcast, sounded like American Ninja Warrior announcers. Thanks for you. Okay, rock and roll. I do like American Ninja Warrior. Have to have momentum shift. All right, guys, let's ask the chat here. Let's see if they're cooked. You guys are probably going to say yes here. Start the poll. Are the Panthers cooked? Let's see. Let's do a fried egg on this one. Are the Panthers cooked? Yes or no? I got too many boostas. Mario, are you working on Thanksgiving? I am working on Thanksgiving, Mark Reynolds. Once again, my schedule for Thanksgiving is just this one game. I will be covering the Packers and the Lions, and even though this live stream might be beating Grossi's stream, I'm willing to bet I won't even come close to the Grossi posse with the Green Bay Packers. Maybe some Lions fans out there might want to jump on this channel to cover that game. Welcome to First Downs. We got another First Down member. Looks like Roderick Allen checks in. First time channel member. Let's go, Roderick. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here, my guy. Appreciate you. Okay. So, we got a new channel member. My schedule for Week 13, Thanksgiving, Black Friday. That's 2 games out of the way. Then 3 games on Sunday, folks. I will have Texans, Colts, Bills, and Steelers, Broncos, and Commanders in Week 13, and Monday Night Football will be the first day of December, and I will be live for that one there as well with the Patriots hosting the Giants. But for now, we are going to focus on this game that's currently happening here. The 49ers going to kick this off and send it back to the Carolina Panthers. Panthers out to the 30-yard line. Call it down at the 32. We'll start this drive 1st and 10, and it's starting to feel like desperation mode here for Bryce Young. Bryce Young, got to get it done. 50-50, says Sam. Do you really have to do the Commanders versus Broncos? Yeah, I really do, because there are no more there's only one Sunday night football game. There's only one Sunday night football game. I don't really have another option. Literally don't have another option. Motion on the field, shotgun formation from the 32-yard line. Bryce Young fakes it. Bryce Young gonna cook a guy, gonna go out to the left-hand side. Young, incomplete pass intended for Ted McMillan. Second down, stops the clock, 4:29. Second down and 10, the opening play of this drive was an incomplete pass for the Carolina Panthers. Erod Portland checking in. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you, Erod Portland. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you so much. Linda saying new member. Thank you, Linda. Well, I don't know if you're the new member or not, but let's talk football. A shotgun formation. One man standing to the right of our quarterback here. It is Chuba Hubbard on the right here. Chuba Hubbard does get the target. He breaks a tackle. The 35, the 40, the 45, the 46. That will go down as a 14-yard gain, and that will be a first down. Carolina Panthers on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down and 10 from the Carolina 32, Chuba Hubbard is there to save the day, moves the football out to the Carolina 34 for a 14-yard pickup. They'll start this drive on the right hash here. Bryce Young under center. It is a single back formation. Bryce Young last week did so well against the Falcons. This time against the 49ers, not so much. Single back. A snap and a handoff to Chuba. Chuba up the gut, gets to the 50-yard line. That'll be a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Clock stays hot, continues to move forward. What's wrong with this streamlined channel? I don't understand, Charles. Is there something wrong? I didn't think so. I thought we were doing pretty well. Bro, Mario, the Panthers are so done. Are for sure done, says Kelly. Well, let's see. 2nd down and 6. Under center right now in a single back formation. Bryce Young is looking for the answer. Motion on the field. A little play action here. Bryce Young from midfield will check it down. Chuba Hubbard again gets inside the 35, down at the 41. Call it the 40-yard line. That's another first down here for the Carolina Panthers. First down. First down for Carolina. 2nd down and 6 becomes 1st and 10 once again. Another 10-yard pickup for Chuba. 2:51 left to go. They are now inside of 49ers territory. Carolina Panthers at the San Francisco 40. Let's see if they can cap off this drive. Another shotgun formation. This time Chuba Hubbard to the left. And now directing traffic, pointing frantically and sending a man over. Jimmy Horn is at the bottom of the screen. Jimmy Horn is the motion man, looking the opposite way. Couple blocks ahead of him. Someone help Chuba Hubbard out, move forward and give him a block. This time Chuba Hubbard not going to get what he needed on that quick little screen play. It'll be a gain of 6. We'll call that a 2nd down and 4. Football to the San Francisco 34-yard line, and they are back inside of field goal range, but I don't believe that the Panthers are looking for a field goal. The Carolina Panthers are looking to score on this drive. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They are at the San Francisco 34-yard line. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver at the top. Bryce Young in a shotgun from inside the 35, waiting for the snap now. Play clock down to 1. He takes it. He'll throw quickly left-hand side. Catch is made, and it looks like Xavier Legette is there for 5. 2nd down and 4, a 5-yard gain. That's a first down, Carolina, and it's a 1st and 10 inside the 30, down at the 29. So Tetairoa McMillan, just 1 reception, 6 yards. Xavier Legette getting his first reception today. That one doesn't go far. He's got 5 yards. 1st and 10 at the 30. 29 at the 29. Bryce Young directing traffic once again. We've got 2 receivers at the bottom. Looks like 2 at the top, and another shotgun formation here. 49ers defense not showing blitz. They will rush 4, so Bryce Young has time. And just another terrible, terrible pass from Bryce Young. What was that? Who on earth was that intended for? 2nd down and 10. Thank you very much, Lions fan. In CC, you're my only stream other than Sports Fury. I love those guys at Sports Fury, too. They gave me one of the biggest raids ever. Those basketball guys, those guys are fun to watch as well. James, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Next time you check out Sports Fury, let Sports Fury know that Football Nation speaks highly of them. On 2nd down and 10, here's the snap. Gonna air this thing out. Deep shot to the end zone! Touchdown! Tetairoa McMillan! A big shot upfield, and it's good! Let's go! 29 yards. Tetairoa McMillan gets into the touchdown board. Okay, touchdown has been made. Carolina with the grab. Tetiroa McMillan with a huge play now. First time watching, thank you very much. DK9150. Thanks, dude. He says, I'd rather pay you than ESPN. I feel you, bro. Let's go, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate the super chat. Okay, so the touchdown was there. Tetiroa McMillan. There's my phone going off saying, you got a touchdown. That's always a good feeling. From the left hash, the extra point attempt with 49 seconds left to go. The kick is up. The kick is the extra point attempt. Barely good. It is good. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. This could be against the defense, and it could be a two-point conversion opportunity here. Honestly, I wouldn't even go for the 2 points. I wouldn't even go for the 2 points. I would just decline this thing and just say it's fine. I would decline this and say it's fine, man. Because if you don't convert the two-point conversion, then you are forced to make a two-point conversion. Right now, they're down by just 2 touchdowns. So roughing the snapper, guys, do you go for the two-point conversion or do you decline this penalty and just move forward? What would you do? Lou says just move forward. Just move forward. Hell nah. Get Bryce back in, says Daniel Wilson. Well, 49 seconds left to go. They pulled the point off the board. The flag was there. It was against, and they are lining up for a two-point conversion, guys. So here comes the two-point conversion. They've accepted the penalty. Let's see if the – just so you know, guys, NFL success rate on two-point conversions is 43%. Here comes this two-point conversion. We'll see if they can get it. McMillan. Looks like McMillan is at the top of the screen right now. Here's the snap looking that way. Bryce Young shoots. This pass incomplete. And you could have had a 7-point game, but you got greedy, and it's now an 8-point game. That pass is incomplete. The choice to go for it, the wrong choice. A success rate at less than 50% on two-point conversions across the NFL this year. You heard that right. Less than 50% success rate, and they decided to go for it. The pass intended for Jalen Coker, the pass is incomplete. The 49ers going to get the football back, and instead of being up by just 7, they're up by 8. So now the Panthers are forced to go for the two-point conversion when they weren't just a moment ago. So there it is. There it is. Carolina Panthers. Another day for them. I had the scrolling text at the bottom for too long. Let's take it to the NFC right there. That pass was blocked by Collins, just so you know. A hand got up on there and changed the directory on there. You never leave points on the field, says Sue Mullins. Well, that's how football used to be played. But all of a sudden, that's how football used to be played, but not anymore. I swear the league is rigged, says TWF. A field goal will put it away for the Niners, says Ronald Seeger. Maybe. But it is an 8-point game as we enter this fourth quarter. The third quarter is almost done. There's the kickoff, the 15, the 20, the 25. Cuts back to the 30, still up, still at the 30. Goes down at the 30-yard line. Fighting for extra yardage doesn't get any. It's a 1st and 10, and the 49ers now have the football. Okay, guys, bad coaches lose games, says the Mr. Mojo. Facts. Dumbbell move by the Panthers, says Yinzer. Kelly asking, who are you rooting for? Honestly, it's just, I don't know. You jinxed us by not calling, Mario, you're going to jinx us by not calling the Cowboys game, says Mike. I don't know. Kelly, I'm not really rooting for anybody here. I'm a Cowboys fan, so it doesn't really matter too much for me. Here's the windup and a throw from the 30-yard line. Looks like an 8-yard pickup for Jawan Jennings. This brings up a 2nd down and 2. 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2. This should take us to the end of the quarter with 24 seconds left to go. 27 seconds left on the play clock. They might get one more play in here, or they might just try to get a hard count. 15 seconds left to go in the third. Play clock down to 13. Clock is ticking. I don't think they're going to get a snap here. Nah, they're not going to do it. Nope. This takes us to the end of the quarter. Okay, folks. End of the third quarter. End of the third quarter. Patricia asking, how often does roughing the snapper happen? Honestly, not that often. Not that often. You see a lot of leveraging calls get called on those kickoffs, on those extra point attempts. But to accept the roughing the snapper for a shot at a two-point conversion when your quarterback, and to give your quarterback the football when he's barely broken 100 yards, why are they not handing it off to Rico Dowdle? If you're going to go for the two-point conversion, why not give it to the man who's averaging 6 yards per carry right now? Just doesn't make sense to me, like, at all, to not, like, if you are going to go for the two-point conversion, there you go. Can you run a poll who's all going to win on Thursday? I technically can't do that because I would need 6 different teams out there. Let's see. Good call to go for it. 49ers won't mess up fourth. Fair. For real, says the Mr. Mojo. He didn't play that entire drive, says Daniel Wilson. Got to preserve that energy, says Sheila. I hate this. I got you, bro. I got you, Sean Bell. Cheers to you, Sean Bell from Delaware. Been a fan for a while. Skippy Cox, what's going on, my friend? Roderick in the house. He said snapper. Oh, snapper. You're a long snapper. You're LS. Typically the oldest person on the team. You know, someone said to me once, if you're in the NFL and you want to have an extremely long career, if you can be a long snapper in the NFL, you will always have a job, which is pretty interesting idea, right? It's not like the most glamorous position on the field. But if you're a long snapper, that is an important job out there for your punters, for your field goals. So special teams, you could definitely get there. Ask the coach why, says Dave. 65K incoming, says the Mr. Mojo. Also, loss of Mo on that. Manipulated, says TM Martin. Keep pounding, gentlemen, says Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. First time, says Justin. What's going on, Justin? First time tuning in. He says, go Patriots. 140 away, says Ave Army. It's okay, guys. I'm not even sweating it. If we don't get it today, we'll get it on Thursday. And if we don't get it on Thursday, you know, we're just going to keep pushing forward. The goal is to get to 80,000. I think we can get to 80,000 by the end of the football season. And then I got to try to turn around and try to get 20 more to get to that silver play button. The silver play button will be here by the time we start football next year. At least that is the goal, to get to 100,000 subscribers. Okay, no touchdown right now. I apologize for the noise. Here's the quick snap and a handoff. Christian McCaffrey is down by contact. McCaffrey down by contact. The official on the sideline saying this right here. He gets the carry. He rumbles off a 17-yard run, and McCaffrey gets across midfield. Down to the Carolina 45-yard line after that 17-yard pickup from the 38-yard line. This will bring up a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Christian McCaffrey and the San Francisco 49ers. 14 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. San Francisco on the move. I'm going to get back up on my feet here so that my energy does not dip. 45-yard line. San Fran with the ball at the 45. Motion to the top of the screen. There goes Ricky Pearsall. He's looking that way. He'll end up checking it down to George Kittle. Kittle for 15. Kittle for 20. That's a big gain for George Kittle. Number 85 picks up the first down. San Francisco. This moves the football to the Carolina 26. From the Carolina 45 to the Carolina 25. It's a first down. George Kittle today, you can see his numbers over here. He leads this San Francisco 49ers football team in receptions and receiving. Well, he leads in targets and receiving yards. 78 receiving yards. And in case you're wondering where I'm pulling that data from, it's right down here, guys. You can see this. All of the numbers out on the right-hand side for your convenience. So, 1st and 10. This time from the 26 to hand off to Christian McCaffrey. A 1-yard pickup. Not much there. Tough sledding. 2nd down. 2nd down and 9. Football to the 25. Are either of these teams playoff bound? Goofball, yes. Yes, they are. I'll bring up the graphic one more time here during our next commercial break. Ronald saying that the 49ers are playoff bound. The Carolina Panthers could be playoff bound as well. They got to get a win here today. and even up the score. Both teams can walk off this field with a 7-5 record if the Panthers win. Otherwise, the 49ers going to continue to widen the gap here. 2nd down and 9 from the 25. A look to the right-hand side. Catch made by Jawan Jennings. He turns away from the challenge. He will pick up about 7 yards. It's a 3rd down and 2 coming up now. So 3rd down and 2 with about 12 and a half here left to go. Looks like Jamie Ross or Jaime Ross saying new subscriber. Thank you, Jaime Ross. Cheers to you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all. Hey guys, my name's Mario. I'm just a regular dude who likes football just like you. Don't forget to smash the like button if you have not already done so. And check out my website, man. I put in way too much time on my website for it to be getting the traffic that it's getting right now. But that's on me. That's on me, not on you. 3rd down and 2. It looks like the quarterback sneak will end up being good for a 1st down here. 1st down, 49ers. It's a 1st and 10. We are now inside the red zone. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The San Francisco 49ers pushing their way in. A touchdown here would basically seal this game. It's not over, but it's starting to lean heavily here towards the 49ers. 11 and a half left to go. Kyle Juszczyk in on the field right now. Here's the snap and a handoff to CMC, who's wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Martin Scott on the play on 1st and 10. Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13. But the 49ers know that as long as they keep this clock ticking, they're going to be in good shape. So the clock is hot. We are approaching the 11-minute mark. 49ers not worried about this at all. Even a field goal at this point will make it a 2-possession game. Thank you, Snaz. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, man. Snaz, no need for that, man. I do appreciate that, but I'm not the kind to panhandle out here like some of the other channels. Here's a throw to Christian McCaffrey, who goes backwards again, this time a loss of 5, and Smith Wade gets a big tackle. It brings up a 3rd down and 18. And the Carolina Panthers defense, play after play, keeps pushing the 49ers back. Thank you, Snaz. I appreciate your super chat. I know a lot of people out here are watching this stream because of financial barriers, so I never want to make anyone feel off. I don't want to be off-putting by asking for any super chats, so we don't do that here on this channel. I do bug the crap out of people when I ask for subscribers. I know I do. But we're not going to do that either right here. Shotgun formation, a pump fake and a handoff to Brian Robinson Jr. He gets inside the 15, just shy of the 10, down at the 11. It won't be enough for a 1st down. It brings up a 4th down and some change. We'll call it a 4th down and 6. And the field goal unit will come out for the San Francisco 49ers. They've moved the football out to the Carolina 11-yard line. So this one, add 18 yards to it, should be a 28-yarder, 29-yarder. So a 29-yard field goal coming up right now for the San Francisco 49ers. Matt Gay going to line this thing up. Takes a step off to the side here. He's completed a 47-yarder today. Here's the nod. There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. And the 49ers are going to put 3 more points on the board. Okay, guys, that stops the clock. The 49ers, another field goal here. It's an 11-point game. Man, it still doesn't feel like the Panthers are cooked. It still doesn't really truly feel like the Panthers are out of this game just yet. I know that the 49ers have been in pretty good control, but an 11-point game with 9 minutes left, they can come back. A field goal here would make this a one-possession game again. So, here it is. I appreciate you, Greg. He's saying supporting a great announcer doesn't mean that you're asking. You need to be in the NFL, dude. I appreciate you, Greg. I appreciate that very much. All I'm doing is trying to keep you guys entertained. That's it, man. I'm just a guy in a tie, hanging out in his home office here. Sometimes I sit back and I'll even drink a beer. You know what I mean? Like, we are just dudes watching football, and I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream. In the middle of another commercial break, field goal means that the score is 20-9. We have 9 minutes and 17 seconds here left to go. The San Francisco 49ers are going to kick this off back to the Carolina Panthers. Let's talk playoff picture, because I did promise you guys playoff picture. Another one, FDJC Engine. Another one, FD. I really, 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 thank you, bro. I need to send you a jacket. I need to send you something. I got to reach out to you. I don't know if you're signed up for the email threads, but I'm going to send you something, man. You've been super generous on this channel. I can't let that just fly by, dude. Even if I send you a shirt or something crazy like that. Whoa, back-to-backs right now. Brian, another one. Thank you very much, Mr. Allen. We are getting blessed right now. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, guys. Blessing the channel. Thank you very much. 2 very large super chats coming in right now. And, you know, I'm humbled, man. I'm humbled. I feel weird about it. I always do. But thank you guys. Also, I noticed that a couple people left a couple donations on the website as well on footballnationusa.com. Thank you to those of you who have donated on the website as well. So, excuse me. Appreciate that. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank y'all so much for these supers. Let's talk about the postseason picture, because someone was asking, are these teams even playoff bound? Right now, as it sits, the San Francisco 49ers are in the playoffs, and it is a very close situation here. If the Carolina Panthers win this game, they will advance not just to number 7, guys. If the Carolina Panthers win this game, that would put them in first place in the NFC South. The Buccaneers would miss the playoffs. The Panthers would be number 4. The 49ers would be 7-5. They would go down, and the Detroit Lions would slip in over here at number 7. A big win here for the Carolina Panthers would change a lot. Kenneth, thank you for your super chat as well, my friend. I appreciate you, sir. Here we go. Panthers with the football. We did just get a kickoff. It was a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 35. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carolina with the football, and it looks like Bryce Young is in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle standing to the left. Rico Dowdle standing to the left. Here's the snap from the 35, looking to the left-hand side. Going to air this out. Deep shot upfield. It's almost intercepted. This will bring up a 2nd down. 9:15 left to go, and I think Wifey has something to say to me, so hang on one moment here, guys. Give me one quick second. Just going to go to bed. Oops. I turned off the wrong thing. That wasn't the microphone. Okay, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation, trips on the left. Here's a snap, a little pump fake, a hand to toss, and the catch is made by Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker from the 35 to the 49 across midfield. That's good for a 1st down. Thank you guys for these supers coming in right now. Kristen, thank you, Kristen 420. Thank you guys. Thank you also. Another one. Wow. Thank you, saying have a blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, my Chris. Mikris, thank you very much. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Carolina Panthers across midfield. A 1st and 10 here with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. I do need to start my clock. Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Here it is. Dropping back, looking to the right. Catch is made on the right-hand side. Modest gain. Oh, my goodness. Another one? Oh, you guys. Thank you so much, man. This time, Brian Allen with another one. Keep up the great broadcast. Thank you, Brian Allen, for blessing the channel today. Thank you, all of you, for blessing this channel today. Mike Chris blessing us right now. A second one today as well from FDJC Engine. It's been a really good day, guys. Thank y'all so much. 2nd down and 8. Football at the 45. I'm getting distracted by super chats. Here's the snap. Looking left. Bryce Young does find a man. Jalen Coker again gets the 1st down. 1st down, Panthers. And they are not rolling over now. A catch on the right-hand side. Bryce Young finds Jalen Coker for 10 yards. Yinzer, cheers to you, man. Appreciate you guys. 7:35 left to go. It's a 1st down and 10. Carolina Panthers in San Francisco 49ers territory at the San Francisco 35-yard line. Midway through the 4th quarter, the Panthers know they need to score here. Waiting for the snap now with 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Thank you again, Kristen. Let's go 49ers, says our friend. says Chris. 10-4-20. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. Oh, my goodness. Having to get away from this one. Here is Bryce Young running for his life. He'll pick up a yard down at the 34. 2nd down and 9 with 7 minutes left to go. 7:04 left to go. Okay. Love you. Okay. I'll be down in a bit. I'll let you know. I'll be down once this game is over. Okay. Trying not to scare the baby at this point. All right, the Dread. Cheers to you, man. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Sorry, guys, taking care of some house stuff right now with the wife, making sure that everything is under control. Looks like everything is under control. Here we go from the 33-yard line, dropping back, looking left, shooting up the middle. It's intercepted. 49ers get the football back, and that will likely be all she wrote. It's picked off by San Francisco. With 6 minutes and 27 seconds left to go, Bryce Young throws his 2nd interception of the contest. Throws his 2nd interception of the contest. It is 1st down, 49ers, intended for Tet Tyroa. McMillan and Jair Brown gets his 2nd interception of the day. Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator, fired up for the 49ers. And it would take a major implosion. Oh, my goodness. You guys are killing me out here. Thank y'all so much. This is amazing. Thanks again, guys. Thank you, AA. Thank you, DK9150. Love the vibes. Go 49ers. That tie, though, LOL. Oh, man. Well, you don't like my tie, bro? Have a great Thanksgiving. Niners, baby. Love the channel. And wife checking in. Thanks, AA. Appreciate that, guys. Oh, man, I'm looking at all the pink tabs at the top of this live stream and, like, thinking to myself, like, is this real life? Man, it's crazy, dude. I bartended for, what, 15 years? No, that's not right. That math doesn't math. I bartended for 11 years, and never have people been so gracious to me as they are here on YouTube. You guys are... Man, I don't even know how to put it into words. You guys are awesome. I do feel blessed. I do feel lucky to be here with you guys. And it's just super cool, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you all a lot. We are going back to a commercial break. The San Francisco 49ers did just pick off the football right now. I want to make sure that I address you guys who left those super chats because I appreciate you guys, but I also want to make sure that I'm not stepping away from what is making this channel so successful, which is calling the plays right now. At this moment, we are in a commercial break. We did just get a turnover, an interception by the San Francisco 49ers. The Carolina Panthers back on defense. Less than 6.5 minutes left to go in this football game, and it is starting to feel like curtains down here on Carolina. San Francisco 49ers doing a great job in today's contest. Things are going to change. Things are going to change. The next couple of games coming up right here. The next couple of games coming up right now for the San Francisco 49ers. They've got a game against the Cleveland Browns in Week 13. In Week 14, a bye week. In Week 15, this is going to be an easy game against the Titans. What should be an easy game against the Titans. No game is easy in the NFL. Then we look at Week 16, Monday Night Football against the Colts. I will be live for that game. And then Week 17, Sunday Night Football against the Bears. I will be live for that one as well. Witness, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Cheers to you. I appreciate that sentiment, my friend. Here is the snap. Fakes the toss, will hand this off to CMC. They keep the football on the ground. No surprise there. 2nd down and 7. The 49ers move the football 3 yards out to the 29-yard line. So the 49ers, after the interception, took over at the 26, their own 26-yard line. They are now moving towards midfield. You can see that on the drive chart down below. That quick play makes it a 2nd down and 7. James, thank you for subscribing. Thank you to our Super Chat friends out here. FDJ, C Engine, thank you, Brian. Thank you again to my Chris. Thanks, my Chris. Oh, man. Here's another one coming in right now. NTC Mojave Desert. Good performances should never go unrecognized. Thank you, Echo 6. A flag on the play. Echo 6 Just laying it all out right there. 5:38, the channel definitely being blessed. Again, man. I always tell myself when this happens, Mario, wipe that cheesy smile off your face, pretend like you've been here before. And I know that we've been here before, but it still never ceases to make me feel I don't even know how to word it. Thank you, Echo 6. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff on 2nd and 12 after a penalty. This will be no gain. Christian McCaffrey wrestled down to the ground. It brings up a 3rd down and 12 with 5:29 here left to go. And the 49ers looking to just milk the clock at this point. Thank you, Frank. Let's go. Sports Fury raid coming soon, says Chiefs fan for life. Hey, shout out to my boys at Sports Fury, man. Those guys do good work. Run the clock out. The patient is gone. Just let it happen, says Duncan Stewart. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. There it is. Looking to the left, going to air this thing out. Catch is made. Down at the 31, call it the 32. This will bring up a 4th down and 4. It's an 8-yard grab. It will not be enough for a 1st down. Brock Purdy going to come off the field, and it looks like a timeout will be called here. Stops the clock with 4:52. Panthers look they look a little desperate right now. They got to score here, and it doesn't matter if it's a field goal or a touchdown. They need points. The 49ers likely going to punt in this situation. Robert saying it's not over till it's over. Courtney saying, I'm super happy for you. Thanks, Courtney. I appreciate that. The 49ers have the football right now. Donald asking who has the football. There are multiple ways that you can see who has the football, my friend. Take a look at the top of the screen right here. Do you see this possession needle bouncing back and forth? This is how you know who has the football. I set that up right now. There's also the drive chart down below, San Francisco. You can see that down there. These 2 drive charts will help you out, Donald. If you're new to the channel, I always have these up right now, and I've always got this possession needle here. Here is the snap. There is the boot. This one goes back to the Carolina Panthers, and this one will be returned. The 30. Looks like the 34. He goes down after the punt. So the Carolina Panthers have the football at the 34-yard line. Good service gets rewarded, I believe. Brian Allen, it does from time to time. I guess it depends on where the service is being rendered, but again, wipe the cheesy smile off my face. Be professional. 1st and 10. Carolina Panthers after the punt. They have the football at the 34. They've got a long field here. They've got to pick up 66 yards in order to get this game close. Empty backfield now. You've got quads on the right, quads to the left, and airmail. A terrible throw from Bryce Young on 1st down becomes a 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. 4 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. 4 minutes and 40. The clock has stopped after the incomplete pass. I see Scott saying that this will be a 3 and out. This should be a 3 and out. Well, we'll see. Shotgun once again. Bryce Young has been bad today. He has completed 15 of 25 for 134. 1 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Here is the snap. Bryce Young checks it down. Rico Dowdle to the right. Rico Dowdle puts the head down. And on 2nd down and 10, Rico Dowdle picks up the 1st down. Carolina moves the football to the 45-yard line. That's a big gain there for the Panthers. Hurry up offense. No huddle. Let me start this clock here. 4:20 on it. You know what that means. 4:20 on the clock. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers right. Lining up on the right hash. Here comes the blitz. Looking to the right. Throwing to the right. Catch is made. Xavier Legette. That's 14 yards. That's a 1st down. They get into San Francisco territory. 1st down Panthers. Now at the San Francisco 41. They continue to push forward. The clock is stopped with 4:08. No one called a timeout here. So going out of bounds. No whistle. Clock is stopped. Lined up on the right hash. Trips on the left-hand side. 1 man alone at the top of the screen. Waiting for the snap here. Bryce Young. Four-man rush comes in. It's actually a blitz. It's a six-man blitz coming in right now. On the move, Bryce Young will wind up and fires. Catch is made. Xavier Legette again. Another first down, Carolina. First down for the Panthers once again. There is a flag on the play, so hold the phone. Let's find out what this one is. Thank you very much, Depth Zero. Cheers to you, man. Says, made me an instant follower. Thank you, Depth Zero. So, they're calling this illegal touching by Xavier Legette on the offense here. Let's watch it one more time. He stepped out of bounds. Xavier Legette stepped out of bounds. Oh, he made the grab, but he stepped out of bounds and was the first one to touch the football. That is not going to go down as a first down. It'll be a loss of down. It's a 2nd and 10, and that backs them up. So 2nd down and 10 instead. This moves the Panthers back here. Illegal touching by number 17. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap from the 41-yard line in 49ers territory. Bryce Young goes down. The 49ers defense gets a big stop there. That's a sack for Farrell. Farrell gets the drop. It's 3rd down and 18, and all of a sudden, it's a bad situation now. All of a sudden, a bad situation. What was a great situation for a moment there, Bryce Young goes down again. 3rd down and extra long. It's 3rd down and forever. Can Carolina get on track here? Whistles coming in. Looks like a timeout might be called. Who is calling the timeout? Clock has stopped. The officials, it looks like San Francisco wants a moment. And you can see that Malik Mustafa getting fired up, telling everyone to get loud so that the Panthers can't hear what is going on. So Malik Mustafa jumping around out there on the field. Wait, is it Panthers ball right now? Yes, Donald. Yes, it is. Again, possession needle. Again. Carolina football team going towards 49ers end zone. And at the very bottom down there, that logo with the Carolina Panther means Carolina Panthers have the football. It's a 3rd down and 18. Timeout has been called by the San Francisco 49ers. The Carolina Panthers are in 49ers territory at the San Francisco 49. Waiting for the snap, Bryce Young with 2 receivers at the bottom and 2 receivers at the top. The 4-man rush coming in. Bryce Young in the clean pocket, looks to the left, catch is made. This time, it's not going to be enough. It brings up a 4th down. Big tackle there. 4th down coming up now. Rico Dowdle made the catch for 10 yards, but it's a 4th down and 8, and the Panthers need this. It is do or die for Carolina. 39-yard line. They're going to need the field goal anyways, and I see Robert Saleh doing this, whatever this means, telling his players to wait out there. Here comes a 57-yard field goal attempt. They need this. This is a monster field goal here, guys. The 57-yarder from the left hash, it's going to go up, and it's no good! The 57-yarder is no good, and the 49ers will get the football back. Oh my goodness, the kick will miss. It stops the clock with 2:41. And the 49ers will win this game, guys. There was a chance there. If they had knocked that one back, they could have done the onside kick. But the kick got pushed too far wide to the right. A wide right kick, another bad decision. Oh man, that's so rough there, so funny. I see you, womp womp, says Isaiah. Man, I'm sweating. This is too close, says Luigi. They're coming back, says Reggio. I don't think so. The bad touch, says so funny. Shadur, I hope you're watching. It isn't the Raiders you're playing next weekend. That is not the Raiders they're playing next weekend. GTC Reels. Thank you for the super there, Russell Adams. 1st and 10 now for the 49ers. This one going to be a handoff to CMC, who'll pick up 5 yards. It'll start the clock. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. I don't expect them. Ooh, hang on. Clock is stopped. So looks like exactly 2:40 here left to go. They're going to make it 2:41. Timeout is called by the Carolina Panthers. They have 1 remaining. Second down and 5 after the Christian McCaffrey run. The San Francisco 49ers in great field position here. Great position to win this game. They are across midfield now at the 48. Another super chat coming in. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I remind you a little bit of Tony Romo, says Texo Cali Station. All right, I'll take it. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, I like it, bro. Appreciate that, Texo Cali. They got to go for it, says Robbie G. I agree, Robbie. I think they should have gone for it. Ronald saying it's time to chew up the clock. Panthers were 7.5-point favorites. They were actually 7.5-point underdogs. Panthers were 7.5-point home underdogs. But that's okay. All right, 2:34 here left to go. One timeout remaining. Here's the toss to Christian McCaffrey, left-hand side. He needs a first down to end this one. Final timeout going to be taken here. That is the final timeout taken. It stops the clock with 2:29. Carolina officially out of timeouts. It's a 3rd down and 3 after the McCaffrey carry. A first down here would ice this game. A first down here would ice this game. Good game. I agree, guys. Good game. Appreciate that, Savage. Cheers, man, says one-of-a-kind host. Thank you, Savage. Cardiac Cats comeback, says Savage. Thank you, Robert. Welcome. Welcome to Football Nation, guys. Not just Vegas winning, me winning on the Rams/San Francisco parlay. Way to go, bro. Let's do this. Game's almost over, guys. Okay, let's call this game the way it needs to be called. This game is almost over. I think once we get to the 2-minute warning, we can start to breathe here. If they convert this first down, this game is done. First down here, they will kneel it down at this point. Here's a snap, and it's going to be a toss. Ricky Pearsall gets the carry. Pearsall gets to the first down marker. No, I think he might be short. This will bring up a 4th down and 1. No timeouts here. I think the 49ers will likely go for it on 4th down and 1, but this should take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll just go ahead and do it that way. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 4th down and 1, and they're going to go to a quick commercial break. All right, guys, we just saw it. The Browns not going to be going up against those Raiders next week. It'll be Browns and 49ers, and the 49ers are for real. They are up 20-9 over the Carolina Panthers in this game. Next week, the 49ers will face the Cleveland Browns, and then they get a bye week. Next week, the Carolina Panthers will be hosting the Los Angeles Rams, so it does not get any easier here for them. Week 14, they also get a bye week. Week 15, they'll have the Saints. So this is the schedule coming up for both of these teams, guys. Next week, my schedule on this channel is as follows, and we are going to be doing the raffle, so do not go anywhere after this game if you played the Week 12 Pick'ems. We will have not 1, but 2 winners this week in Week 12. So stick around after this game is over. I'm going to have to plug in a few things, guys, so just give me a little bit of grace right there. It'll probably be an extra 15 minutes here, maybe 10 minutes after this game is over, so we can get all of the players from Week 12 put onto our updated prize wheel this week. 2 prizes this week. We've got a Football Nation backpack. That will be the first prize to go. Second prize to go, that's if we don't have a grand prize winner, will be the Football Nation hoodie. If we have a grand prize winner, we will do the grand prize winner who gets the $100 for the Week 12 Pick'ems, and we'll do the backpack giveaway if needed. But if not, if we don't have a grand prize winner, it will be a backpack and a beanie that we are giving away tonight. All right, guys, commercial break almost over here. 4th down and 1 when we get back from the break. 49ers for the win, says Glenn. Cleveland Browns won't score 42 against the 49ers. I don't think so. We hit 65. Let's go. And we are going to continue going up. That is the plan for this channel, guys. Thank y'all so much. I couldn't have gotten here without y'all today. That means we picked up like 600 subscribers on this live stream alone, which is huge, guys. Huge. Let's see. 49ers for the win, says Glenn. Andrew saying, what's the playoff pictures if the 49ers win? If the San Francisco 49ers win, nothing changes for them. To answer your question here, Andrew, nothing really changes for them. Actually, if they get this win, that would move them up to 7 over Green Bay. Actually, it might Seahawks are 8-3 because the 49ers haven't gotten their bye week yet. Less losses here for the Seahawks. 49ers going to move up to 7. 49ers move up to 6. Packers drop down to 7. Here comes a 4th down and 1. Looks like Juszczyk is under center here. This should be a direct snap to Kyle Juszczyk. They're trying to get them to jump off sides. 4th down and 1. Looks like timeout going to be called, maybe? Timeout will be called here, and they're actually going to have to draw up a play. So another timeout has been called. Nice under game, says KD Espresso. If the 49ers win, they go to 6. Packers drop to 7. 4th down and 1. Second to last timeout has been called by the San Francisco 49ers. They do have 1 remaining. A first down will win this game. A stop by the Carolina Panthers could make this an interesting final 2 minutes here. They don't have any timeouts left. They would need to recover an onside kick as well. Shador era started yesterday, says Jay. Please, no more Kittle, please, says AL Swamp Fox. Single back formation. It is a Brock Purdy quarterback sneak, and it is going to be a conversion. First down, San Francisco. 49ers going to pick up the first down. They are going to kneel this thing out, and this will be your final score today, guys. This will be your final score. So, I'm not going to call all the kneels at this point. Let me go ahead and start getting the Week 13 picks, or the Week 12 pick'ems responses put together here. I should have all of these set up. Thank you for that super chat. There is the knee. So they take the knee. It becomes 2nd down and 11 here. This will be the final score of the game. Congratulations, San Francisco 49ers fans. Subscribers breed more subscribers. It'll accelerate. Source? ? I just made it up. Thanks, Arch Troll. And you know what? I think it's a confirmation bias. You could find a channel that is probably the best channel out there on YouTube, but if they're undiscovered and they've got 1,000 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 500 subscribers, people don't subscribe to that unless they see other people on there. It's an interesting phenomenon. The final knee will be taken there. Coach is going to start taking the field right now, guys. This is your final score for today. It will be 20-9. Thank you guys so very much for watching this live stream. All right, guys, this game is over, but this stream is not. This game is over, but this stream is not. We'll take this. We'll copy. Whoops. Copy. Wheel of names. Let's drop these in here. Okay, we're going to alphabetize these, make sure there are no doubles right now. All right, guys, that is your final score. It is above my head. Right now, we are going to spin the wheel. Before I spin the wheel, let's just verify that we don't have a winner who got them all right today or this week right now. So please stand by while I make some final adjustments here. For this Week 12 pick'ems. Week 13 is available there as well, guys. So I'm going to copy this, make sure I plug this into my wheel. Okay, the names are plugged into the wheel. I got to remove all the doubles that are in there. Before I do that, let's see if anyone won this thing. So Thursday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills. A lot of people did not change the Buffalo Bills pick. The Houston Texans got the win. The Houston Texans got the win for Thursday Night Football, and a lot of people did not change that. So Houston Texans, come on, let's put the filter on. Let's turn all these filters on. Filters, okay. Filter column. There we go. Okay, the Colts lost to the Chiefs. Chiefs won in overtime. The Seahawks got the win over the Tennessee Titans this week. So the Seahawks get the win over Tennessee. One piece at a time. Packers, Vikings. Packers. Ravens got the win here. Obviously, the Ravens. Lions versus Giants. The Lions got the win as well. Looking good right now so far. The Bears got the win over the Steelers here. Still looking good so far. We got a lot of people who are still possibly in this thing. Got a lot of people who are still possibly in this thing. Patriots over the Bengals. A lot of people got that one right. The Browns over the Raiders. A lot got that one right. The Cardinals lose to the Jaguars. People got that one right. Oh, man, we're close to it. A couple Cowboys fans got it right this time. The Falcons versus – who was that Falcons game? Someone remind me on the Falcons game. Well, let's take a look here. Falcons. The Falcons played this week. The Falcons played New Orleans. They also got the win. How about the Rams and the Buccaneers? The Buccaneers lose. Guys, we're actually going to get a winner this week. The 49ers beat the Panthers here, and we have two people who got it right. Rhonda Davis and Carlos Martinez. So before I do the wheel spin, we finally got a $100 prize winner. Let's go. Oh my gosh, let me double check these scores right now. Texans, for the first time, it took 12 weeks. The Texans beat the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs beat the Colts. That is correct. The Seahawks got the win over the Tennessee Titans. That is correct. The Packers got the win. The Ravens got the win. The Bears get the win. The Patriots, the Browns win this week. The Jaguars, the Cowboys, the Falcons, the Rams, and the 49ers. Let's go. So Rhonda Davis and Carlos Martinez. I have to spin the wheel on a 50-50 here before we do the big wheel spin. So there can only be one grand prize winner. Someone is actually going to win this. This is cool. Okay. So everybody can see. I don't want there to be any tomfoolery here. No tomfoolery here. Where is my prize wheel? Wheel of names will bring you out once again. We'll duplicate this one. Okay. Grand prize winner now for the first time in 2025. We're also going to customize this real quick. 1 second. Please stand by. Please stand by. Don't go anywhere just yet. Stand by. Week 12 pick'ems. Grand prize for this one is going to be the $100. We'll do page 18, JPEG. I told y'all it's going to take just a couple seconds here. We are going to have a second winner here as well, guys. We are going to do two winners this week. So someone wins the grand prize. And honestly, we should just give it to the second person. So since we have two winners today, guys, we know who's going to get them. Unfortunately, all of y'all who stuck around for the wheel spin, we aren't going to be giving away the additional prize. So I'll have to explain this to everyone. It is written out in the rules and descriptions. There can only be one winner. I do have a tiebreaker question, actually. Okay, this is the first time ever I've had two. So now I need to go into my rules. No need to spin this wheel. We have a tiebreaker question that was asked. The tiebreaker, guys. No need to spin this wheel. And I asked, what is going to be the total number of points scored on Monday Night Football? And I think people missed the question here, guys, because they went with the old one. So the tiebreaker question that was asked at the end right here, it was, what is the total number of points scored on Monday Night Football? We have a total of 29 points scored on Monday Night Football. The two people who actually won this week, one person, Rhonda Davis, said 633. The other man, Carlos Martinez, 420. The closest to the 29 points is Carlos Martinez, guys. Carlos Martinez, you are the winner for Week 12. You are the grand prize winner. Carlos, you are the grand prize winner. So that does mean you will win $100 for Carlos. Rhonda Davis, you will be winning the backpack here, but I'll give you the option, Rhonda. I will give you the option. Once they didn't read the question, yeah, they didn't read that final question. Rhonda Davis, you will be getting the option for whether you get the backpack or the hoodie. So there it is, guys. We finally got 2 winners this week. 2 winners this week. Wow. And by the way, Carlos Martinez made his final selections on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. right before the game started. So Carlos, well done out there, Carlos. She's getting the hoodie. Says it's the beanie. It would be the beanie or the backpack. The beanie or the backpack. So, okay. Did they all add? Yeah, they added the scores for all of the week. So the first 8 weeks that I was doing pick'ems, the tiebreaker was what is going to be the total combined score of the week. But this time and last week, ever since week 10, I believe, I've been asking just what is the Monday night final score, guys. So if you do the weekly pick'ems, know that moving forward, it should be just Monday Night Football here. The question for the tiebreaker is what will be the total number of points scored on Monday Night Football? The final score of Monday Night Football was 29. That means the closest to that number was Carlos Martinez. Carlos and Rhonda, congratulations to both of you. Well done, Carlos, getting them all right. Well done, Rhonda, getting them all right as well. First time we get to give out the $100 grand prize. Pretty flippin' cool. All right, guys. Mark saying, why not me? Mark, did you play? If you have not played, guys, if you have not played, Week 13 pick'ems are available right now. And all you got to do is go to the website, www.footballnationusa.com, for a chance to win. Wow, we got a winner. We got 2 winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Carlos and Rhonda. I love it. I'm so happy for you guys. Well done. Congratulations. Someone finally took my money. I've been asking for it for a long time. With final scores like that, $100 will feel like $1 million to the winner, says FDJC Engine. Thank you, FDJC Engine. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. I'm going to reach out now to Carlos and Rhonda. I think I am going to be done for the night, guys. I've got one more game for y'all before I take a little break for Thanksgiving. We'll have Thursday night football. We'll have, Thursday day football for Football Nation. And then we'll have Black Friday, 3 games on Sunday and Monday night football. That's it, guys. That's all I got. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Congratulations to the winners. Let's go. All right, guys. My name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. And until next time, let's effing go. Thank y'all for watching Week 12 with me. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.